Yo. Yo. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay then. Right. Just trying to get this out to a few people because we are actually now getting ready to make some big moves with Ethereum. Um, okay then. Just getting this shared out. Okay. It's taken out the previous day's high. Alright, which is good news for us. We wanted to do that. There's no reason why it can't hit the 1400 mark. That'd be awesome if it does. Anyone got any questions for me? Just fire away, guys. Okay, Siegfried, can't even say if I'm saying your name properly. Siegfried. Siegfried. Hope I'm saying it correctly, my friend. Alright, so if anyone's been following these lives, right, we've been monitoring Ethereum's price action. Perfect. I'm glad I said that right. Yeah, we've been monitoring Ethereum's price action really well. Alright, and it's quite, the whole setup of Ethereum right now is just falling in line with exactly the criteria of all the cycles that we've been discussing these past few days and following the move. We've been following Ethereum's move straight from this point here, even down to this, from this point down here. We took this ride up, we sat through this correction, all right, and we took this peak formation down here, and now we're riding it up to the upside, all right. But what's important to understand, what's important to understand is Ethereum right now it's just sailing to the upside, man. It is just going. It's going to hit the 1400 mark, and hopefully it hits. Now that we've got a new M4 pattern, okay, the M2 break here, the support of the M2 break, all right. There is a much support of the M2 pivot point, that is, and then there's this yellow line here, which is the pivot point, all right, the main pivot point for the new day, all right, because yesterday the M2 was down here, right? When I say yesterday, the last session. So we've now come into a new session with the Sydney market open right there, all right. But now what we're looking at doing is just paying attention to Ethereum, because right now it's tested the 50-day. I said earlier on that this candle here was going to be stopping volume, all right. Whilst this candle was being printed, I'm just going to zoom in here. Whilst this candle was being printed, right, it's consistent with stopping volume. It appeared here and it appeared here as well, okay. Now this candle being a stopping volume, some guys will think that's a reversal. Well, as in a reversal from the upside to the down. But what it is the market makers are taking out all the guys that thought Ethereum was going to go short, all right? And then they just trapped all the money there and pulled it straight back and then continued to the upside. You'll see a lot of this behavior and it's consistent with, you know, market makers manipulating price, trying to fuck over every single retail trader that's out there. Would you short Ether as every time it hits highs it's down 20%? No, I wouldn't short Ether. But it all depends on your, how can I put it to you? It all depends on your goal with holding Ethereum. If you are buying Ethereum to hold it, are you as in an investor of Ethereum, a hodler, whatever you want to call it, then whenever it makes a new high and pulls back 10-20%, it doesn't matter because you're in it for the long haul. How you doing, George? Ringo, Paul? Yeah, it doesn't matter if you know if it does drop 10%, 20%, that's all down to your risk tolerance. You know, if you're happy with experiencing that sort of drawdown on your account, then you know, then that's the nature of the beast, guys. You know, and this is cryptocurrency, guys. It's not like foreign exchange where, you know, the majors, if they make a high, you know, they're not going to drop 10-15% in a split second. You know, there's some regulation happening in Forex as well. You know, they have to keep price and they have to keep a market going in order to keep liquidity moving. You know, cryptocurrency is just hitting and hope. I'm thinking of shorting now. I wouldn't short into strength, my friend. All right, you've got to understand there's interest in sending price higher. All right, so look at the chart. You've got these green candles, these are pumps. Okay, these are market makers building shorts at higher prices and closing longs at the same time. All right, now as it pulls to the 50-day, all right, it's showing support and we've got this W pattern at the 50-day, which means now we could effectively have another cycle to the upside, so a new cycle. So we are overall in the bigger trend, okay, is this. So peak formation from here down here, level 1 has been formed. We're now waiting for level 2 to complete, which is on its way to do that. And whilst that's happening, look, the market makers can do whatever the fuck they like, guys. Look what they've done. They've now formed another W peak formation here, all right, to really piss around with all the retail traders. And then they've pushed price up. The guys who thought that it topped out has now got trapped with shorts here. I mean, look, I feel it's a bull trap. Yeah, it is consistent with a bull trap, but before they make it into a short, all right, they have to gain some ground because look, the averages are now fanning out, they're moving out. Okay, it's going to want to at least hit the range weekly high, okay, before it actually looks to turn over, because this is what I was coming across with my previous streams. Okay, Ethereum is going to do this. All right, Ethereum will do this. It will go peak formation, which is down here. All right, W, rise, drop, okay, rise, and then it will start getting choppy and then do peak formation and then drop down, okay, rise and then drop. This is the pattern that we're waiting for, guys. All right, and if you join, I see some injection will turn high soon, but no need to short because of exactly. You wouldn't naturally. Why taking the risk of shorting in an uptrend like this? You've got to understand one thing, Siegfried. The market makers make people believe that it's an uptrend, okay? Because remember, when you see price rising, all right. Let's look at this, just so you understand the point. All right, look at this. This drop down in price from this peak here, all right, so from this peak M formation up here, I will draw it just so you guys can see, because at the end of the day it's about repetition delivers the impression. We need to keep repeating these patterns in your mind, okay, so that if you can see it in hindsight, you can see it in foresight. You'll be able to look at a chart and be like, I can see an M formation, you know, plotting there, and that's just not assuming where can you find an M at any point. Okay, that's not what this game is. It's not an exercise of, oh, there's an M, because here's an M, but it's not consistent with the market. Oh, there's an M right there, but that's consistent. But you're looking at also the confluence of the fact that price has pinned twice to the high and a sharp sell-off has occurred here. So they've trapped. So this is a stop hunt rise. Okay, so stop hunt rise and then drop. All right. did a small formation here, W, level 1, take, level 2, strike, killed the level, and then dropped, okay? So it's not about just picking M's and W's at any point. There has to be an understanding and a justification behind it all. But back to what I was saying to you, this move down, okay, you could see on the higher time frame that it would look like a pullback to a 50-day, okay, or a 200-day. I'm not going to go looking into it. I just want to deliver this point to you guys. But when price is dropping, people are of the impression that it's a short market, it's a seller's market, when it's not. All right. What's happening is, guys, everybody must know this, that guys are building longs whilst price is dropping. They take a stop hunt rise to trap out all the guys who are in short, to get their liquidity so that they can use their liquidity to buy more longs on the way down. All right. You see, yeah, I mean, Ethereum, yeah, it does follow Bitcoin's move and what have you, but you got to understand, cryptocurrency is now all about who's supporting it, okay? It's not like foreign exchange, right? Where, you know, you got the majors and the miners. When they're moving the majors, they hold the miners. When they're holding the, moving the miners, they're holding the majors and kind of thing, you know? You got to understand, our job as traders is to pay attention to the cycle that's happening. We're not using any indicators here, guys. The only thing that I've got here is, I mean, this down here is an RSI. It's a fancy RSI, but ultimately it's laggard anyway. Okay, it just shows me the peaks. All right, and that's just for graphical purposes. You know, it just adds a little touch to the confluence of factors that come into play. But as I was saying, when price is dropping, all right, market makers are getting longs at the cheapest price, okay, so that they can close them at a higher point at a later point. All right, and notice how they get aggressive down here. They push price drastically to create the illusion that we're in a short market, getting more guys to come in and commit to going short, and they're using their liquidity to get their longs filled at this low level here. And then what happens? They shift the zone, okay, move this, they shift the zone, they snap it down, and then they pull it back straight away. Well, that's not by accident, and that's not because it's just, oh, price is overextended. Bullshit. All right, it's not. It's the market makers manipulating the market, completely taking it by storm, trapping all the money down here, committing it to go short. They know they've got their stops about 25-30 points to the upside, or yeah, forget Ethereum because it's got wild spreads and what have you, but it's that they know they've got guys who've got short stop positions in this area here, so they just take it all out. And whilst they're taking it all out, they're starting their markup phase to get their longs entered and closed on the upside. Okay, but look, even down here, see, this is good because it does print off the image, but look at the W formation there. You could trade that outside the volatility band, back inside the volatility band, divergence at the lows. Okay, and then you've got the peak formation. It rises, drops, forms a level, rises up. So we could be in a trap here. It's always going to be a trap anyway, right? It's always going to be a trap. But what we can do is we can profit from these moves. This is a cycle now, guys. We're in a cycle. So we've got level 1, level 2. Now we're waiting for a level 3 cycle push to the upside. The M4 will be hit, all right? M4 will be hit, okay? And then when it gets to this region here, the moving averages will be very extended. Okay, let me just move it back. The moving averages will be extended so drastically, okay, that there will have to be a retrace, okay? But if you look, the retrace from the last move up, look at this move up, okay? It pulled back and tested the 50-day once, and it's now bounced and completed, and it's going to complete another big move to the upside. So from this point here, we've effectively got 807 points as such, okay? 807 points. So from this breakout here to here is 807. So 807. All right. Now, if we move across here, we can make the same assumption from this down point here up here. So we're going to have if they do it in harmonies, okay, harmonics, okay, we are at that point now where it would look to pull away, okay, based on this. But that's just me making an assumption on the break of that point there. How far did it go back up? Okay, so we could see it correct and then pull back further to go to the upside. We're in an uptrend, guys. All right, the trend is up. Market makers are building longs at higher prices, so they're not finished yet. All right, they're not finished with building their longs. Sorry, they're building their shorts. All right, they're not finished yet. The trend isn't finished. All right, because look, they built their longs all the way down here, and they've built them and got them closed all the way back up here. And what they're doing up here is now building their shorts at higher prices. All right, and then what they'll do is they'll get enough money trapped along the way, get enough money to get it trapped and pull it back down to here, and then continue back to the upside. That's exactly how it works, guys. All right, we can't, like, can't always just rely on the fact that if Bitcoin's behaving one way and then Ethereum's going to go another. We need to be looking at exactly what price is doing at key points. If you noticed earlier on the live stream, we saw this would have been a perfect entry for anyone if anyone was willing to take the risk. Okay, that would have been an entry for me all day long. Okay, I did take the entry and I only took it on a few light positions because at the end of the day, crypto is it's so unpredictable. All right, but when you've got foreign exchange, there is some order in the chaos with foreign exchange. You understand that a pair has a certain average daily range that it needs to adhere to, so it doesn't fuck the market. It can't see. Cryptocurrency can go as far and as high as it wants. There's no regulation with crypto. All right, there's none whatsoever in the sense where price can be manipulated to whatever they want. It can go up and up and up and up, and no one's going to stop it because it's purely on the speculation of those who consume the cryptocurrency itself. And that's what moves that market. I'd say cryptocurrency, we are actually in the true supply and demand of an instrument here, of a financial instrument. There's not as such like, manipulation or respecting certain support resistance levels. If everyone's talking about Ethereum, everyone's going to go buy Ethereum and it's going to rise. That's the concept, and that's the principle of trading, investing, day trade, whatever you want it to be, guys. My whole goal with this and the YouTube channel that I'm running is to really just help people understand what's really going on. I'm not no genius at all. No, I've just taken two systems from guys who know market makers, okay? And believe it or not, the system that I used, what you're seeing in front of you, is completely free of charge. It's available on the internet. I'm currently in the process of constructing a video where it's going to show you how to install these indicators and what to look for whilst they are on the charts. All right, there's no guru shit here, guys. There's no I'm going to charge you for something that you can find on the internet for free and hope that you can't find it. It's all readily available on the internet free of charge. And if you look at the bottom of the left hand side of the screen, you can see free PVSRA by Trader at Home. Then that system there is something that you have to learn yourself before you can learn to apply it as such. The guy doesn't teach you, the guy who created this doesn't teach you how to use it. He wants you to work it out for yourself. Now if you're not prepared to work it out for yourself, you're not going to learn how to use it. A disconnection. Hello, we just had a bit of a disconnection there, guys. Sorry about that. You guys still there? Yeah, just give me a couple of yeses if you guys are still here, so I know you're still there. Are we still in? Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? It looks like an uptrend from the last bottom, don't you think? From the last bottom, it is an uptrend, my friend. Yeah, look, this is a peak formation. We're waiting for a cycle to complete. All right, this is the first level. Level 1 is the first part of the cycle. Now we're waiting for level 2, which is this part here. All right. Now, once this part completes, what will happen is it will probably make more higher ground. The fact that it's tested the previous day's high is massive. Okay. So it will try and take that out. All right. Once it takes that out, it will make further ground and probably head over to the M4. Okay. And then it will look to pull back, retest the previous day's high, and then it will start forming this behavior. Oops. It will start forming this behavior. It will start doing this, start getting choppy, and then you will see the M, and then it will pull it back, because by that time, all right, the moving averages would have been extremely fanned out, right? They will have to bring it back into the range just to create the market. They will need to bring it back into the range, and then they will start this whole process again. That's the mad thing. They will complete this whole process over and over again. So you could have one swing there, and then they'll move up again, do another swing, because this is the logic. Every two swings to the downside, okay, you'll have a swing to the upside. All right, that's the principle there. All right, and likewise, let's get rid of all of these notes. Two seconds, guys. Putting some pressure on my laptop. I'm streaming across like 5 different platforms. Sorry about this, guys. I'll give it a second. My goodness, computers can't take it. But yeah, whilst I'm waiting for that, okay. Yeah, it's just what you got to do, guys, is try and stay away from the concept of. I know I said earlier on that Bitcoin and Ethereum, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum is relying heavily on information coming out in the news. All right, it's relying very heavily on that. If you've got an impression about a cryptocurrency or a pair, whatever it is, okay, do your analysis, take the trade, set your risk parameters. All right, and that is all you can do, because whilst your trade is live, there's nothing you can do. All right, there is absolutely nothing you can do. All you can do is just anticipate that if you've done your analysis correctly, okay, and your entries, all right, they won't be perfect, but they'll be accurate. All right, don't try and aim for perfect entries. And this is what a lot of people come across in this industry, and they think they can, overcome by just asking a simple question: do I buy or do I sell? What point should I buy or when should I sell? You're never going to find the perfect point. I could make the perfect point right now. It could be a really good point to enter. Okay, yeah, it would be a great entry. Why? Because it's rising. Well, no, you don't want to do that. You want to test the validity of that move to the upside. Okay, and you do that by waiting for it to correct. You do that by waiting for this pattern to appear. Okay, and then you enter there. Well, for me, because I've seen the pattern happen so many times, I'll be entering on the way up. I'll be entering there because then my stop loss will be very minimal. It would probably be down here, because they would have trapped the money in this area here. All right, and they wouldn't have allowed it to go any further because they've trapped the money from the run up here. They've pulled it back, trapped the guys there, all right, with the shorts, and then they've reversed it, so they won't allow anyone to make any money on the way down here. All right, so what you need to understand is, when you're trying to work out whether to buy or sell, all right, you just need to say to yourself, how much am I willing to risk? If I'm going to risk 1% of my capital, take the fucking trade. There's no time to hesitate. Take the trade within reason. I'm not saying to just open a trade and, at any point. It just, that defeats the object. Have some calculation behind you're justifying you buying into something. Okay, for example, you can see I've got this M1, M2, M3, M4, all right? And you've got the main pivot point with this dashed line here, right? This pivot point, you notice the confluence. We're looking at confluence here now. You've got the peak formation down here, okay? So that's locked in. On Saturday, we had done a stream and we were talking about what was going to happen in this area here. I said in that stream that they would even bring price down to make the guys believe that it's going to be a breakout of this range. And they did just that. They broke out of this range, sucked in the guys who thought it was going to go short, and then they snapped the range and pulled it out, okay? They shifted the range and then they continued. The moving averages closed, pointing upwards and crossed over. This candlestick here did just that, all right? Then there's your confirmation candle, came up. This confirmed the break of this high here. It confirmed that the market makers wanted price to go higher. Up it went. Notable volume. So market makers are shifting the zone. Remember, when the price is consolidating in this area, it's not a battle between the buyers and the sellers. No, it's just the market makers taking orders that are coming into the market, okay? They can see an influx of orders coming in. Bang, they push price down. I'm going to get some longs in this area. Get some Ethereum cheaper. Bang, 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 it dropped. Then they contain price. They let it rise again. Let guys believe, okay, we're going to go to break out this high, support the 50-day. Bang, they stop price. Build some more longs down here and then shift the zone. Continue back up. Moving away from the averages. They've made a high, double top here, closing a couple of positions, found support at the 50-day, all right, in line with the pivot point for the day, all right? So here would have been a great entry. Up it went, took out M3. Usually it's when it's from M1. M1 meets M3, M2 meets M4, and then M3 meets M5, which is up here, okay? I think I agree with you. The market maker do that because most people shorten the way down. No one do it in the top. No one does it in the top. Market makers have so much money that, right, this is how it works. At the start of every single week, a market maker will get up, he'll go to the office. There's 3 types of market makers. We're going to talk about this in terms of Forex, but it's no different to Ethereum, all right? There's 3 types of market makers. You've got the guys in Asia, the guys in Europe, okay, and you got the guys in New York, all right? Right now, the guys in Asia are setting the range, all right? So if anyone wants me to talk about any foreign exchange pairs, I'll bring it to you right now, okay? Here we go. We've got, let's look at dollar yen, all right? I'll tell you what, I'm going to just keep it on Ethereum because Ethereum is just doing good things and it's where it's at right now. And that's the purpose of this live, okay? But I will talk about that in a short second. So the market makers, what they do is they have contracts and they have targets that they need to get these contracts filled into. So at the start of the week, the market maker knows he's got to shift 500 billion across a certain pair. That may be his target, okay, for example. And he knows that he can't do it all at the top. He can't wait for price to get to the top and short. No, he has to build his positions on the way up. Okay, because he's getting his shorts at the best, highest possible price. He's making retail traders believe, right, that there's a bull market. So all over in the news, everyone's talking about price rising, it's rising, it's rising, it's rising. Market makers are using that to get their orders filled. Because remember, when price is rising, it's not a bull market, it's a seller's market. Because in order for someone to buy, they have to be sold something. All right, it's a seller's market. The same way when price is going down, it's not a seller's market, it's a buyer's market because guys are buying on the way down. And the thing is, this phenomena it's there every day and I don't see anyone fucking talking about it. You know, everyone reverts back to these, these textbooks that say when price is in an uptrend, you buy, you buy, you buy, you buy. Well, what you're doing is you're being the liquidity for the market makers to get their positions filled at higher prices, all right? And no one talks about this. Only a few guys talk about it, and they don't get the credit they deserve because they're telling you how the business works, Not one retail trader's book, not one book on Amazon, okay? There probably is, all right? There are very few books on Amazon that will talk about the market maker method. All right. But everyone's talking about indicators. They're talking about the common laws of supply and demand, the support and resistance, candlestick patterns. Personally, candlestick patterns to me are, you know, they're not what Steve Nissen's book on Japanese candlesticks, okay? He had the right idea, okay? He knew what he was doing when he wrote that book because he was talking about it from, a true organic concept, okay? But when you apply the way the market makers work, the candlesticks are designed to present the opposite. For example, a bearish engulfing pattern can be seen as the bears are taking control. Well, no, what's really happening is the market makers are closing longs and closing shorts and getting ready closing longs and building shorts at the same time. All right. Do you understand that? But what conventional wisdom tells you is it's the sellers are taking control. No, there are no sellers. No, you know why? Because no retail trader is going to know when to sell. When he sees price rising, he isn't fucking selling, he's buying. You know when they say buy low, sell high, that's the market makers method. Market makers buying lower and they're selling as it gets higher. But no one talks about this shit, man. And it's really frustrating because the business of trading is designed for the market makers to make the money off the money that retail traders put in. All these bullshit books that we read, I read them as well. Guys, my library of books is filled with all these fucking retail trader methods, man. And it was only when I come across this method with, PVSRA and the market maker method, okay, where I came to understand, hold on, I'm doing it wrong. I'm doing it wrong. There's no time. The reason why traders are emotional and why emotions are the hardest thing to understand in this game is because the market makers know when traders are going to get emotional. All right. Here's an example. Look at here. When price is dropping in this area here, all right, you've got this nice slow trend to the downside. Market makers are building their longs on the way all the way down here. Yeah. It's nice and smooth, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. What happens here? You get a pull to the 50-day and it rejects it and pulls right down. Look at these vector candles, these long candlesticks here. These are the climatic candles. These are the candlesticks for the guys who want to come in and take advantage of the short trend that is happening. Oh, Ethereum's dropping, Ethereum's dropping. I want to get involved. Here's the excitement. Bang, bang, bang. All these guys are getting in, and then before you know it, market makers, they shift the zone. They retrace all the way back up. This shit doesn't happen by accident, guys. It's designed to play on retail traders' emotions. It's designed to make you think, you're in for a good run because of how aggressive it's been sold. Retail traders' books will tell you when you see long red candlesticks, it's pressure, it's selling, bullshit, it's buying. They're buying in these areas, guys. And our job as traders is to make sure that we're receptive to this behavior, because we'll always, I can bet 20 people in this room, how many times have you entered into a position, all right, and then your stop has been hit and then it's gone in the desired direction? How many books tell you to set a stop loss of about 25 to 50 pip stop loss, for example, all right? None of them tell you to set a 5-6 pip stop loss. My stop losses, I put my stop losses just for the purpose of convenience, okay? Because when you're aware of the pattern, when you know where you are in the pattern, okay, that's my point. It will not make a new. It will go new to the top 89 for sale to the feminine bias, but it's bull market will go down. Yeah, is it? M44, you are correct. Yeah, this is it. Once it hits, I'll get to that point in a second, my friend. I will get to that point in a second. Wait a second. I'll get to that point in a split second. Right. 2 seconds. I'm waiting to get this. Right, you guys still in the room? Yeah, we're still good with the stream. Okay. Yeah, we're still in the room. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I'll get back to your point in a split second, my friend. All right, but it's consistent with its what I was saying about the stop losses. Okay, when you're able to see the pattern, okay, you know that once the W, for example, has been formed here, they're not going to allow price to go any further down here. All right, so you could have entered on this pin bar here, okay, or entered on here, and you could have set yourself at least a 10-point stop loss. They may have taken it lower, okay. If you want to be really, really safe, you can put your stop loss all the way down here, but there's no point because they would have trapped all the volume in this area here. They would have trapped it all. All the guys that were scared got trapped in this area here, right here. They ain't going to allow those guys to make any money. They've got their money trapped. They're going to use that liquidity now in terms of the stops so they can get their prices closed at a higher price. Okay? But back to what Zedov was saying. Yeah, well, there you go, guys. I'm not even paying attention to Ethereum. It's going to hit the M4. It's going to hit the M4. Let's make it a trending on Twitter, everybody. Please post about Ethereum is going up. Mateo, Olivia. Yeah, I agree. This is the good thing about crypto, man. You know, you can actually manipulate the market. The masses can manipulate the market. You couldn't do that to dollar yen. You know, you couldn't do that to GBP USD. We couldn't do it to the majors. Fuck no. But the crypto we could. You know, you can do it to a few stocks, but you know, based on this analysis here, guys. It's the way price has behaved, the way Ethereum's behaved. It's very cyclical. So we've gone level 1. We're now working level 2. We're waiting for level 2's consolidation. Okay, and once level 2's consolidation occurs, we then be seeing another peak formation to the high before it pulls back. Because remember, look at the moving averages now. They're fanned out. All right, momentum's coming in. There are guys now going to be stepping in because of the previous day's high being taken out. All right, guys are now going to step in. Fear of missing out. Back to what Zedov was saying. All right, they're going to start coming in. All right, we'll hit the M4. See, quite frankly, once the M4 is complete, this is what I'm anticipating is going to happen. Okay, once the thanks for the subscribe, man. Once M4 hits, okay, price will then hit this area, spike a few times, pull back slightly, hit the range weekly high, potentially the range daily high, all right, and then form the formation, pull back, because the moving averages will be so extended, all right, 200-day will be down here, this will be down here as well, and we could actually see a drop back down to 1356 down in this area here. There's nothing wrong in that actually happening, because look how much ground it's going to make. All right, people now are going to step into Ethereum and they're going to drive price up. There's no economical information. Tired of seeing lots of people making predictions without any idea. Well, if you were in the stream not so long ago, my friend, or should I say the past 2 days, we started talking about this move to the upside from here. All right, we're just following the cycle. You know, not making no predictions. We're following price as it's moving. You know, so sorry to burst your bubble, man. I'm not predicting anything. I'm following price as it moves. You know, we're just talking about it in real time. Okay. So we're now going to be waiting. Let's make it trending. This guy really wants to do it. Well, guys, follow what Mateo is saying, man. Well, do you know what? I agree with you. Diamond Fox, I do agree with you. Nowadays, a lot of people do chat BS because this is a new thing. You know, we can only base it, you know, trading cryptocurrencies. You know, it's a new thing, right? We try and make a movement, man. I'm game for that, guys. Just Just do what Mateo is asking you for, man. Get the hashtag going. But look, how can there be any order in anything that we're saying if we're able to manipulate a fucking market by going to Twitter and doing a hashtag Ethereum up? You know, it's all going to be bullshit. But we're dealing with human behavior here, all right? And based off the exposure that I've had myself in the market, you know, 10 years I've been seeing these cycles. You know, I'm not saying I'm a professional, no way. You know, I just trade for myself. I mean, I think we're going to break through just because of what Ethereum is. I think we are going to break through just because of what Ethereum is. Prediction? No, no, there will be never a prediction that is 100%. Okay, I can never say to you that from this point here, okay, it was going to go up, go across, and go up and hit this point. I didn't know. Okay, but we have to understand that behavior, price behavior, the way it behaves, it has to respect certain laws. Okay, it has to respect certain laws because of the flow of money that's coming in. It's at the end of the day, trading is about your ability to translate information that's in front of you. It can be right, it can be wrong. You know, some of the best players are fucking wrong. You know, and it's you get. This is it. This I agree with you. Cryptocurrency demonstrates true value. Why? Because if people want to buy Ethereum, if the people are talking a lot about it and they hear the benefit of it, they're going to buy it. And the true value is represented by those who are buying into it. This is true. Yes. See, everyone's jumping in on it. Everyone knows. I think cryptocurrency is a true measure of value, believe it or not. You know, everyone's cussing about Tesla being overvalued. Well, okay, then fine. But then you've got Ethereum. What does Ethereum do? What's the benefit of Ethereum? If it wasn't for Ethereum, we wouldn't have half the fucking cryptocurrencies out there. You know, it's the blockchain, it's the engineering behind it. You know, there's your value. Also flagging nicely. Guess you're tracking that one too. Of course, Ethereum. I've seen guys on YouTube talking about Ethereum. No, the one guy on TikTok, he's talking about Ethereum going to be hitting $1 million. I mean, wow, that's a fucking wild expectation. But they said that Bitcoin would never hit $1,000, and look where we are. You know, it's all about. I mean, if everybody woke up every single day and said, "I'm positive about Ethereum," and they posted it on Twitter. Millions of people will see that. I just think, fuck it, on speculation. I don't want to miss out. I'm just going to buy a little bit of Ethereum. Done. Well, you know, look what TikTok's doing for a load of stock companies like Neo. Guys talking about it on TikTok. Neo's flying. You know, same with Tesla. I mean, it's so. Believe it or not, we actually, as the purchasers of the stock, all right, we can fucking manipulate price to our favor, guys. You know. Look at the hype behind Dogecoin. All because Elon Musk said Doge, you know? Look what happened there. So many guys saying it won't reach a penny, you know? You got some guys that like hold like 1.6 trillion Dogecoin. I don't know how that's fucking possible. I don't know. I am Neo since it started. There you go. So I mean, Neo, it's the power of, look, Ethereum itself as a coin, as a principle, and as a technology, right? It's pioneering, guys. It's unbelievable. You know, it's the reason why everything exists in terms of the crypto world. What it's allowing coin companies to do on that platform. Why wouldn't you, you know, invest in that? I mean, before Bitcoin, people saying it's going to take Bitcoin. Well, think about it. Bitcoin. There are so many coins out there that solve the issues that come with Bitcoin, all right? But why aren't they, you know, why aren't they doing better than Bitcoin, all right? Ethereum is only around, okay, and it allows Bitcoin to be Bitcoin because of blockchain, because of what it does, okay? Now, I'm not too fully well, you know, literally on the cryptocurrency segment of the blockchain, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. All right. You can't pretend that we're using it in every part of our life and money will just stay the same. Just imagine after 10 years, how come? Of course, man. Of course. Look, when they get rid of the hard gold, okay, when they get rid of gold, right, then you're going to have an issue with money, all right? But they will never get rid of gold. Why? Because they need gold to give the value of Bitcoin. They need gold, okay, so that they can make Bitcoin be, you know, a value against it kind of thing. Oh, I've forgotten the term what they've called it, okay? But without gold, these coins won't be able to get the recognition they deserve from the institutions. Okay, guys, Matera really wants to get this hashtag going. Just do the guy a favor and just start it, you know. But yes, gold is like Bitcoin. It's a thing that we put the value on. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. Gold is like Bitcoin, you know, and we put the value. What I'm saying is people are saying that, you know, money will be affected. You know, we're going to go into a cashless state, but that I won't say that's not going to happen, but cash will get slowly faded out. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if they start minting bitcoins. Could you imagine we're making physical bitcoins? Why won't that? You know, why could that not happen? You know, kind of thing. I'm just speaking just open-minded now, okay? But what I'm trying to get at is, you know, the future of money is all about value. Forget what its physical element is. It's about value. Right now, one Bitcoin, okay, is 35, 30, $34,000 as such, you know, for one coin. You understand? You've got one bit of gold, that's like what, $1,500 an ounce? I don't know. I haven't seen gold in a long time yet. All right. But you know, I am the true belief that, you know, Ethereum holds its value. Every time it rises, it's holding its value. And every time it corrects, you know, guys believe the value. They think they're at a discount and they're happy for it to drop so they can get it more at a cheaper price because they know where it's going, you know? Damn, Fox, I enjoyed this conversation, man. I've been trying to get people to talk like this on this chat for a while. And thank you to everyone that's coming in. 33 people in here. That is awesome. Thank you so much. But I do these live streams every day just to keep an eye on Ethereum's price action in case, you know, people haven't got the access to it. Twitter, everybody. No worries, Diamond Fox, man. Thanks for putting your input in, man. Because there are so many people that still don't have a fucking clue about cryptocurrency. They're just buying because they can see five people in front of them are saying Ethereum, Ethereum, and then they're like, you know, Google what's Ethereum, buy Ethereum now because Google's really kind like that, all right? And they think, fuck it, I'll buy it. And then before you know it, they haven't got a clue that they're holding 15 coins of Ethereum, for example, and they look at it and they think, wow, what's the value of it now? It's like 50K. You're fucking laughing. So basically, you made yourself money by mistake. That's the beauty of cryptocurrency. You don't even have to know what you're buying into. If everyone's talking about it, get involved with it. I mean, let's look at what's going on right now. We've had notable volume on the candles here. Okay, these green candles here, all right, is just how often price exchanges hands at a certain point. All right. And look, it's working the previous day's high. The fear of missing out is stepping into this trend right now, guys. We're quite extended from the averages, all right? But there's nothing stopping it from hitting the M4. It's another pivot point. Diamond Fox, you might disagree, okay? But it's everyone's opinion. It's no prediction. We're just following what price is doing. I mean, just look at the candlestick. You know, there you go. We will break it. We are going to break. I'm telling you now. I mean, this is right here. Here we go. Notice this green candle. This green candle demonstrates, okay, strength. Okay, look at the candlestick. I'm going to zoom in closer. Okay, right? We have got, just pay attention to this candlestick. Right, Tokyo effectively is open right now. So Asian markets are now in. So they've been seeing that price has been ranged off in this area here. They want a piece of the action, so they're going to start filling their shorts. Okay, they want to make money on the way up and they want to make money on the way down. Nah, no, damn Fox, no, I know it's not personal at all, bro. Nah, man, it's all good. I'm fucking pulling your leg, bro. Don't worry, man. I had one guy, I said something on one live and he was like, that's wrong, that's wrong. I was like, okay, I'm sorry, dude. And he went on all my social media platforms and messaged me the same shit. That's wrong, that's wrong. What the fuck's wrong with you, man? You know, I know nothing. I'm just telling you my opinion from my point of view. You don't have to believe it. I don't, if I'm challenging what your thought process is, then you're gonna have to check out what you're actually defending here, man. If it's being challenged, don't fucking screw me, man. Fuck you, kind of thing. you know. But yeah, that's the problem with lives and live chats. You don't hear the tone. You could say in just like not a condescending way, but look, bro, that's bullshit. And I'd be like, yeah, I hear what you're saying. But I think it's because you can still see the comment. That's BS. That's bullshit. And you think, fuck, that's in your face, man. What am I gonna do? You're still saying bullshit. It's just screaming at me. Guys, let's pump on Twitter. Man, this guy really, Matteo, man, you really want to get it pumped? We'd probably miss it, man. Look, the M4, okay, 1440 it does look like it's gonna hit. I'm waiting for the Asian session, the Hong Kong session to open, because we'll see a little bit of traction from there. We might see a continuation to the upside, but it's going to be pulling back from there. It's going to come back and retest the previous day's high. It's got to do that to regulate this behavior here. Okay. Wastegash, what's going on, bro? It might actually be a bot. I don't know if it's a bot, to be honest with you. I don't think it is a bot. I don't think it is, but here we go. So now we've got a nice pump. We've got a nice pump. Here we go. It's looking like, yeah, so that is a nice move. But look, the target for me, guys, is, look, don't be entering now. All right. I do not advise anyone to enter now because you're just burning money. All right. If you follow the live stream from today, and last night we were talking about price in this area, we'll be looking at breaking out from here, and that's exactly what it did here. You could have added here in this region here, you could have added it here, the stopping volume. I did this live about 4 hours ago. But 4 or 5 hours ago, and we were here, and I said stopping volume, first pullback, 50-day continuation, and it's done just that. Okay, and this pattern repeats itself over and over again. And my channel on YouTube, I talk about this sort of behavior all the time, guys. I'm just trying to get it out to you guys so you guys understand, not to make the mistake of believing that all the shit that is out there, it's just wrong, man. What's a bot? The guy of Twitter. I don't know. Is he a bot? I don't know. Guys, if anyone's talking about taking profit, all right, well, when was your take profit? When did you enter? Because if you entered a while ago, then I'd say just hold it, man. There's no point in taking any profit because you've got big momentum. I just jumped on Coinbase last night and picked 34.77. The big takeaway for me as a new person. Funnel test. Keep holding, man. This is what we're doing. I mean, it's crazy how the M4 is going to be hitting, guys. This is what we said. M4. Yeah, Ether's on a run. But guys, look, this is a pump and dump now. You've got to be careful. You have to be extremely careful. This is a pump and dump. This is a pump and dump, guys. We've got to be careful. This is consistent with FOMO. Look, imagine how many guys right now are stepping into the exchanges and buying Ethereum. This is why, look how many times prices are exchanging hands. This green candle is implying that there's a lot of guys stepping in, okay, trying to get hold of Ethereum. All right. My price prediction, courtesy of Diamond Fox, right? I'm saying, right? I have been saying all day, M4, range weekly high, range daily high are areas that Ethereum will see, okay? How it will see it, well, guys, I'm not going to say it's going to go straight away there, okay? But this is what we're going to be looking for. We're looking for pull up, retrace, pull up. We're looking for this behavior. Once we get into this region here, we're going to see a peak formation. Okay, it's going to come back and regulate itself. All right, and then we start again. Guys, we will never know what it's going to do for sure. Okay, it's all down to what it does at key areas. Okay, if you're waiting for a certain position to play out, or you're waiting for a certain pattern to play out, just take the fucking trade. You know, don't try and look for the perfect entry. It doesn't exist. All right, make your trade. Okay, the only thing you have control of is how much exposure you're willing to sit on. All right, you know, don't buy into it now. Don't be stupid. You only buy into it now if you're prepared to hold it for the next few months. All right, it will correct, I know, but I like waking up seeing profits. That's right. Well, we need to get on that Twitter handle then and keep Ethereum moving up so you can get at least a couple of hours fucking kip, mate. You know? But yeah, it's back to what dollar cost in, dollar cost out. There you go. Back to what who was it that said it? But will it hit the target and then when you think it will dump? Look, we're not waiting for it to dump. Okay, what we're waiting for Ethereum to go to $10,000. That's what we're waiting for. And whilst we're waiting for it to do that, we're going to try and capitalize on the swing up and the swing down. All right. It's not about crashes now, guys. All right. Remember, Ethereum is about value. Bitcoin is about point of value. All right. They're not going to allow Bitcoin to tank. All right. Unless something drastic happens to Bitcoin, which is very unlikely. All right. Plus, with Bitcoin moving up and all the institutions stepping into buying cryptocurrency, do you think they're going to allow their investments to sink rock bottom? Hell no. The sheer fact that you've got institutions coming in and buying into crypto, it encourages more people, more retail traders to step in and buy and own this shit, right? What a liquidity pump that is. What an amazing story for these mutual funds. You know, they can use the liquidity that we provide to offset their orders. Happy fucking days, you know? Okay. I hit all the 15 and 16 and then bouncing back. Nice then. Grayscale trillions. Who's this Grayscale? I don't know who Grayscale is. The Hong Kong session is where it could get interesting, guys. If you look in the top left corner of the screen, you can see it's got the Hong Kong. It's 20 past 8 in the morning in Hong Kong. All right. It opens at 9 o'clock. We could be sitting here for the next half hour, 45 minutes. You know, be my guest. Go get yourself a cup of tea because it's going to be a long fucking night. All right. Now it's starting to move. Sometimes what usually happens with the Hong Kong session is the Sydney markets, Tokyo, they send price in a certain direction. Hong Kong then steps in, takes a couple of profits, and then continues the trend. But because we've been moving upwards, okay, for quite some time now, I mean, what, since 9:30, the last 3 hours and 15 minutes, 3.5 hours, we've been going up, okay? So we are expecting some pullback, but it's not going to be a wild pullback. In the first week of January, I had 13 ether, now only 4. Is it possible to get rejected again? Grayscale. Of course it's possible. Kasim, it will always be possible. Anything's possible in this game. Look, it's rejected so many areas. It's rejected the 50-day and continued upside. Rejected it again here and continued to the upside. What we're looking for now is looking for the M4. My further view for this week is the range weekly high, right? But this thing here, the range weekly high changes. It changes in line with the behavior of price, okay? So this range weekly high actually might move up here, all right? It might actually move down here. It all depends on what happens in this session, all right? So I'm going to draw off the range weekly high here as a key area, 1489. There's no reason why your Ethereum won't hit 1500, like M5. There you go. That's the M5. The M5 is the 1500 mark effectively. That's where the 1500 mark is, roughly. Let's go straight. There you go. That's the look at in line with the range weekly high. Right, we're coming to serious areas here, guys. Serious areas of value. You know, people don't want to miss out. And because Bitcoin, we bring. Oh my God, we're gonna get. Yeah, we are gonna get high. You ain't gonna sleep, my friend. Crazy thing yesterday, pro 500 million ether price. Someone in Michigan invested. There you go, man. That's what I mean. It doesn't need. Oh man. It might drop Monday, but with crypto, you never know. Guys, of course it's going to drop at some point. Look, the only drop that's going to happen from this year, okay, is it's going to drop and retest the 50-day, probably test the 200-day, because guys, it's going to be extended. Look how extended it's going to be. There has to be some normality in the marketplace. They have to see, someone has to take profits. The guys that have been building positions here, okay, want to take a profit. Now imagine how much money is being built here. We're talking billions, man. Look at the market cap of Ethereum. It's fucking huge, you know? Diamond Fox. We need to maintain focus, bruv. All right? The cheese ain't there until it's in our pockets, bruv. You know, we've got to make sure that we're keeping our mind right. There's money on the table. You know, no cigars yet, bro. I've worked at 8 and I don't know what to do. Look, if you've got money in this position, if you've got money in Ethereum, don't worry about work. They'll understand. You know. Carlos, you know, how long ago did you buy it? Litecoin, no offense to Litecoin, but right now it's where Ethereum is where it's at, man. You know, Litecoins are like a little bit of a silent ninja as well. Diamond Fox, I might make you a moderator, bro, so you can cut all the comments of anyone repeating anything. I think they might be just saying just so you know, to get a bit of a response. But yeah, Carlos, Carlos, if you've entered now, then that wouldn't be wise. But if you entered at 11:20, then just sit tight, my friend, and just enjoy the move. It's not going to drop so drastically, all right? It's not going to drop that bad, all right? And if it is going to retrace, all right, you're going to have enough time to close it. Because remember, it has to work. It has to still maintain the concept of a market. Now, if Ethereum tomorrow morning was to declare, or someone was to declare that Ethereum was a fraud, okay, and that the whole network was going to shut down, I'd be worried, right? But that's not going to happen. So just sit tight and enjoy the fact that Ethereum is taking these key levels out. Range weekly high, guys. It's going to hit that range weekly high. It's going to. There is so much momentum. And purely because of how many people are in this chat right now watching this video, you can imagine where everyone else is watching a video as well. The hype behind it, everyone's getting ready to buy more of this Ethereum. all right, and that's just going to send price higher. So we are right now in the midst of fear of missing out, guys. You're witnessing it right here, you know. And if you've got positions on Ethereum, sit tight, man, because it's, you know, we are laughing now. We are all fucking laughing. M4 hit, guys. M4 hit. It will need to at least break the M4 and achieve 50% of it for me to convince that we're going to hit the range weekly high and go for the 1500. All right, there's no reason why it can't. My projection was potential M3, M5. So M3 is here. Break of the M3. Once the M3 is hit, the M5 is looked to be seen as well. Remember, it's going to retrace and then continue back up. Trillion in a nanosecond. Come on, it's gonna break it. Come on, guys. Thank you all for coming through to this live. Thank you so much. All right, hope it, you know, it can be some value to you guys. That's the whole point of this channel. No bullshit. All right, we're just here just talking about Ethereum. We live stream every single, well, it's just me that does the stream. I stream every day Ethereum's live price action, okay, and put the replays up again. I allow the live chats to replay out as well, because obviously we're talking about key points, key areas. I think it will not drop below 12 ever again. You know what, Carlos? Let's focus on what it's doing right now. We can't, you know, forget about what it's done. Let's focus on what it's doing right now, okay? Because that's how we can adjust our move. All right. Yo, boy, Steve. Yeah, thanks, man. You know, wicked, bro. Thank you to everyone that's coming. 107. That is wild. Alabaz has come and said it. 1500 is coming. Good man. There's no reason why it can't. You know, everything is stacked in favor for Ethereum to do that. All right. Let's pull up. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. See, look at Bitcoin. This is how you know they're not moving. Bitcoin's not really going as far as what Ethereum is. Okay, there's not much ground being made on Bitcoin. Look, it's just only crossed over the key moving averages. All right, Bitcoin will need to cross over the 800 EMA for us to convince that there's going to be a big move to the upside with Bitcoin. But till then, our attention's on Ethereum. This is where we're at right now. All right. Cheers, bro, man. Look, guys, thank you so much for anyone that's coming in here and watching this, man. Thank you so much. Look, Adabito Ado, have a bit of banter. Add a bit of banter, I like that name. Yeah, look, if it's going to hit 2K, oh, look at that. Just before I answer that question, there you go. We've now got a push. These green candlestick guys, right? These are notable volume, all right? These are prices exchanging hands in this area. I don't see why now we could see this behavior happening. We could see a push to the upside, okay? A pullback, a peak formation, all right? And then drop back down to test the moving averages, all right? It has to retest them to regulate it. It's all part and parcel. I mean, whilst before that happens, let's just sit back and enjoy. Get the cigar. Look at that quick move there, guys. Money's coming in. Money is coming in. Futures markets in Tokyo, I think, are now open as well. And there you go. Here we go. Here's a push. I said range weekly high, guys. It's going to achieve that probably beforehand. All right. And once it achieves that, we're laughing. Here we go. Range weekly high, range daily high. The 1500 mark. There you go. It's pumping. Zoom in, guys. Okay, I'll zoom in. Sorry. Okay. There you go. So, I mean, look at that, guys. That move right there is so FOMO. It's fear of missing out. So many guys. It's weird that there are guys buying into Ethereum right now. That's fucked up. Yeah. It's so many people are buying into Ethereum right now. I'm hoping the guys in this room right here that followed the stream were entering down in this area here when we spoke about it yesterday. Okay. But look at just look at what it's doing. Let's zoom back out a little bit. Okay, just look at that. At 9 o'clock this evening, this is what we were talking about, this area here. This stopping volume candle was critical in determining where we were going to go next. And then it just, look at what it's fucking doing, man. We are going up, Kasim. Where's Carlos? Carlos, are you selling, my friend? I don't think you are. I think you're sitting tight. Yeah, look, James, you are, if you're in for the long term, no doubt, if you're investing in Ethereum, there is never a right time to buy because your plan and your goal is to sell it when it hits a certain price over a long period of time. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you're an investor, now would be a great time to invest. You're buying into strength. And it could actually snap back, which is exactly what it's probably going to do right now. It's going to look to recover. But then look, we've got 30 minutes until the Hong Kong market opens, all right? And I've got a feeling it's just going to smack it to the upside, or it could retrace, test the moving averages and get some support in there and then continue to the upside. It's going to regulate things. To accumulate ether. Well, what do you think? You think reach by the end of the next 2-3 months? It doesn't matter what it reaches in the next 2-3 months. What matters is, if do you hold any Ethereum now? Because what will matter is in 3 months' time, if you haven't purchased Ethereum now, you'll be asking yourself why I didn't buy Ethereum 3 months ago. So get hold of Ethereum and make that judgment and let the 3 months pass, and then you'll know where you stand. Diamond man, you're gonna ease off this brand, man. My plan is to sell 2K and then buy back on the next pullback, but I only sell 30% of my current Ethereum amount. Wish me luck on my short move. I'm all in. When people FOMO in, you get out. How long are you actually planning on being short, seed off? 3K in the next 14 days. Fuck you know. Who knows? I'm not going to say to give you wild ass predictions like, yeah, Ethereum's going to hit 3K in the next 14 days. Go and buy Ethereum. Now that'll just be, that's just you burning your money. We don't know. Please just don't say what you think without proof, guys. Guys, right now, okay, all we can do is just observe the beauty of what's happening with Ethereum. Okay, asking what price it's going to be in the next 2-3 months, it's not going to work in any chat room that you talk to. No one. And if anyone does say to you it's going to get to 3K in 14 days, they're lying to you. But then again, we're in the crypto scene, guys. Who knows? They said Bitcoin wouldn't go to £1,000. Look where we are now. What you can't. Is a £50 investment going to do anything for me? That's all I have to go towards it. When you take profits, to take profits now. Charlie Tay, like when did you buy? Don't tell us if it's good time to take profits. All right, tell us when you brought, and then we'll tell you if it's a good time to take profits. Because if you brought 20 minutes ago, well, okay, now's a good time to take a profit. But if you brought 6 months ago, I'll say do not sell a fucking penny. Keep hold of it. Should I go long now? Michael Drunk? Nah, man. Big question is, when is the next big tank? When is the right moment to sell? Why would anyone want to sell? Look, price is going to retrace right now. All right, price will work this area here. We're going to see a pattern form, and it's got to retrace and test the moving averages. It has to normalize the market, guys. All right. Jason Lou's got the right idea. 172 people in the room, guys. Thank you so much. We do this live stream every single day. Okay, it varies in times. Usually GMT, it starts at about 8:30 in the morning GMT, and I can stream it for a full 10 hours. There's no problem there, and we can do a recap later on. But guys, just sit back and enjoy what Ethereum's doing. Ricardo, it's going to retest back down to the 50-day. It has to normalize to the 50-day, or it could actually retest down to the 200-day. This is consistent with a pump and dump. All right, it's made a new high. All right, and it's now we're coming to the key areas, but we need to see what happens, man. It could pull back, retest the previous day's high, and then continue to the upside. Who knows? But we need to wait for price to regulate, man. This is what we're waiting for. Waiting for the regulation right here. Yep, Alabaz, that's true. Andres, Caruzos, that's the point. A year from now, it'll be crazy on its value. Should I buy now? Dead Joyce, if you're buying now, my friend, buy to hold it for the next 2-3 months. Okay, don't buy now and plan on selling in 2 hours. I have 130% return on ETH after I bought it back in early December. It will go upwards of 2,500 early February. We got people calling out, man. We got people calling out price. Brought at 600. Yahoo! Go on, Mr. Kumar Singh. Good man. Guys, before 1438, because that's the previous all-time high. 1438. There we are, M4, 1438. This is where we could see some activity. Right now, guys, it could do one or two things. It could come back and trickle a little bit. Wait for the Hong Kong Open, because the guys in Hong Kong obviously are watching this. All right, because you've got to remember, there's half an hour until that market opens. You think those guys are still asleep? Nah, they've been awake all fucking night, waiting, okay, for this shit to happen. The guys in Tokyo are going to be getting on the blower to the guys in Hong Kong, and they're going to be getting their positions opened, man. Guys in Sydney are enjoying this, all right? So we're just going to see Hong Kong open, a few positions are going to be dropped. They're going to probably take some profit, and then they're hopefully going to snap it back to the upside. But we'll see. I don't see why we can't hit 1500 in this live tonight, guys. I don't see why not. Funnel test 5. My thoughts on gossip of a 10k ether. Well, they didn't think Bitcoin would be £1,000. They didn't think it would get anywhere past 20. You know, of course, why can't Ethereum hit that sort of price? Start big bullish. How to buy more? Wait 12 months. I'd buy long term. I care more about 3 months than 3 days. Careful, yeah. Is it going to fall again? Is it going to go short? Yo, what's this funnel test? What's this about? What, yeah? About to sell 200 ether, boys. Oh, goodness. Damien Beats. Oh, my goodness. That is it right there. Oh man, do you think he's going up or going one more time then up? Look, the nature, the principle of a cycle, okay, or behavior of price right now. Everyone right now is talking not to buy, all right, because you're buying into FOMO, you're buying to fear of missing out. This is a climatic candle. This is getting retail traders to step in on the hype so that they can then start dumping and closing their shorts. But remember, they're only going to do that just so they can get profit on these positions that they built earlier on. They'll bring price back, retest at the 50-day, pull price back up. They could do the opposite. They could bring price down to the 200-day, bring price back up. I'm only going to be worried if they break the 800. That's when I'm worried. But I don't think we're going to be seeing this area, not for a little while. Massive resistance at the heart prediction for this night. Right TV. Earlier on this evening, our live stream, we were here talking about looking to hit the M4, and we're looking at hitting the range weekly high. That's where we're looking to hit this evening. Okay, that's where we're anticipating. We look at the break of the M3, which it did. M3 equals M5. That's the potential area maximum in a single session tonight. That would be at maximum the M5 max. Before it, I mean, it will retrace before it does that. This is true, Diamond Fox. This is true. forming a middle triangle. I mean, middle triangle. I mean, I don't really pay attention to those like ascending triangles and wedges and what have you. This is effectively just focusing on market maker behavior. You know, you've got a W formation here, and you've got a bigger one here, a bigger one that has formed. Look, I'll just change the color up for a little bit. You've got, okay, so if this W is consistent, okay, we will then see it rise, pull back, yeah, retest, continuation. That would be the cycle there, because they're doing this up and down, these little W's, okay, to create the liquidity, you know. Nick Nutty, what's going on, bro? What is going on? It's sinking. No, it's not sink. That's not a sink, my friend. If you think that's a sink, Jesus. On the live charts, pretty much the same as sinking people. Good time to buy. Do you think we'll ever go down below 1K? James, if you are short, then, you know, don't worry about it being £1,000 again, man. Let's focus on where it could go right now, and that looks like it could go to the upside. But let's see. We don't know. Guys, 181 people in this room. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much love to you guys, man. Damien, Diamond Fox, we need to get the cigars out, my friend. Yeah, Damien Beats. Yeah, 60% chance of triangles being right. That's cool, but I'm going to go with like an 80-90% chance of, you know, peak formations. These are peak formations where price respects that. Look, there's no debate on what works and what doesn't. Okay, my methodology that I'm using is, you know, it's the market maker method. It's from this guy here, Trader at Home. All right, it's not a paid course. You don't buy this course. The guy gives you the indicators, all right, and you install it, and you have to work out for yourself. That's his idea of saying, you know, if you want to learn, you've got to learn the hard way kind of thing, because then it shows you you're committed to learning. Damn, fucks, man. Bad news, bro. Question. I'm at 1280 a share. Do I buy more to even out my share average, or do I sit? How many do you own? That's the question. No, hold for long. Turtle on the nuke. 1280 a share. How many do you own? That's the key question. Yeah, the more traders that know the math. Yeah, Damon Beats, but the thing is though, the one thing you can't change is the two factors, which is fear and greed. All right. And they will always overcome everything. As long as there's retail books out there telling you how to trade support and resistance, wedge triangles and all that. I mean, harmonics, they've been around forever. And, you know, they were the ones that were going to completely crush the market. And they're still in play today. And the reason why they still work, even though thousands of people use them, is because not everyone has the same conception of value. Not everyone sees the same image. Not everyone sees the same pattern. Not everyone uses the same time frame. When everyone uses the same time frame, okay, and everything happens at one time, all right, that's when it's all going to go to shit. But it will never happen. Why? Because not everyone trades the same way. I just turned back profitable. Should I hold or should I sell? It's weird, man. It's weird. It's weird. Well, I'm a small investor. I had 400 originally. I sold 150 at 35. Up, going down. I didn't expect a massive jump again. I mean, you're effectively holding. Look, you're in effectively in a market right now where it's being heavily motivated by the speculation of people being excited. Okay, so let's just see. Look, it's going to retrace. It has to normalize the market. You know. But it could open, Hong Kong could open now and the price will just continue up and repeat. this move. So let's say it repeats this same move. What, 440? Yeah, 1,406 points as such. Okay, it could repeat that same move and up there, could end up here. You know, we could we could see 1577, guys. You know, we don't know, but we do know that it's going to retrace. You only got 215 at the moment. Okay, that's fine. Look, you're sitting on profit now, my friend. Enjoy it. Okay? Keep the position there. Hold it for a longer term. Just made profit $102. Should I hold or sell? If anyone's seeing a profit, a quick profit, and you're not in it to make money for the longer term, take whatever profit you have. If you guys purchased 2 hours ago, or when this live started, all right, and you've seen a profit, take your money and run. All right, take it. All right, don't make the mistake of becoming, you know, a trader. Sorry, don't make the mistake of becoming a scalper and then being an investor at the same fucking time. You know, a scalper, he's in and he's out. He takes profit and out. Okay, he could be in for 2 minutes, he could be in for 30 seconds, and he's out. All right, he isn't in, and then he's like, you know what? I'm going to turn into an investor. I'm going to hold it now for the next 2 months. When initially he brought because he wanted to make a quick buck, you know? Take what your money take. If you've purchased in this time while this live has been on, if you've purchased, okay, Ethereum, then get out if you've made any money. All right? But look, 15 minutes left, guys, until the Hong Kong market. I said to you, we could be seeing the range weekly high, but we want to be seeing at least 50% of the M4 pivot point to be achieved. Okay, we want to see it pass here with no resistance. All right, so just sitting tight. We knew earlier on today that this support, this stopping volume candle down here, was proof that there was money coming into the game. They snapped price back down below the 50-day, trapped all the retail traders into belief that it was going to go short, and then they used their liquidity to run price up. Broke the M3, broke the previous day's high. The moving averages now are extended. M3, M5 potential area. There's nothing wrong in actually saying that we could see that area here. All right. This is the cigar moment. Diamond Fox, this is for your blunt, bro, all the way up there. You light your blunt in that area, bro. Till then, don't do anything. Hong Kong opens in 15 minutes, my friend. So for picks, you need to shut up. You asked him. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. What's your holding right now? Did you already sell? Are you holding for a couple of months? Also, trying position just broke. It's going to the moon. Yo, Damien Beats, like I'm just holding Ethereum. I don't trade Ethereum. I hold it. You know, my trading is all on foreign exchange. You know, dollar yen, all the majors, all of that. That's what the channel has been created, is so that I can, you know, talk about my experience in understanding how price moves based on the market makers' behavior. Okay, so you know, it'd be great to see you there, and we can exchange ideas, bro. There's nothing. I'm open to that. I'm open to, like, you know, talking about how one person, if you're killing it in the market and you're using a certain method, you know, exchange ideas, bro. That's the whole point. Let me drop back down to 800 so I can buy more in a few days. Will it drop down to £800? Sam UK pounds, that would mean it would go down to about 1260, you know, yeah, around about the yeah, about the 1300 mark, maybe. No, yeah, about 1250 mark. I don't know if it will see that area so soon, but right now called it out, the range weekly high, which are these two white lines here. Okay, it looks like it's going to be seen, guys. We're going to hit the range weekly high, okay, is below the range daily high, and the reason because of that is because the range daily high is the highest extreme point for the session. Okay, this range weekly high is the range for the week that it's setting. It will stay within that range for the week, but it's now approaching it. All right, so that means a new range is going to be set. Mate, you're fucked if you just brought up one for 55, bro. My channel is killing ether. 1500 is coming, man. It has to come. There is no reason why it can't, you know? Because it's the big round number, all right? 1500, any round number is a psychological number, all right? Why is it when you see, for example, you see discounts, all right? They're always at round numbers, 50% off, £100 off, £200 off. But when it comes to buying something, it's always £24.99 or £99.99 to create the illusion that it's not a full £25 or a full £100. It's the pricing phenomena. And the same applies in the markets, guys. The 1500 mark is a key critical point that they're going to want to send price to test the liquidity, all right? Which is why it's going to go to that direction. It's going to tank without feeling. So many people will sell. Do you know what? Saying that so many people will sell, why would you want to miss out on the trend of 1500? Look what Bitcoin did. The thing is, Bitcoin has created a stigma to crypto holders because they knew Bitcoin was 1500 quid before. And then from 1500, where did it go? They'll think the same about Ethereum. That's the problem with retail investors, man. Retail traders, whatever, all of us, we're subject to the speculation. We'll think, hold on, if Bitcoin was that price before, why can't Ethereum be that price and more, Litecoin. I mean, how much Litecoin do you have? Support, boom, boom. What does Hong Kong opening mean? Ali Hamu, Hong Kong is another market. You've got 3 markets effectively that are open right now. You've got Tokyo, you've got Sydney, and then we've got Hong Kong. Okay, Hong Kong is the next market. Do you think we should hold for months? They're not concerned. Give me a little break to get back in. Nice move, Honda Piston. Nice move. Bitcoin slowly going north. See, Bitcoin will slowly go up. They're putting the money into Ethereum, guys. They're moving Ethereum. Why is Hong Kong the next market? What do you mean by that? Well, it's the next market to open as such. Is Hong Kong market going to be good for floor? No, it's just another room of traders, another group of traders that are stepping in. It's another segment of traders that can step in. It's another platform and another group of guys. You got Sydney, you got Hong Kong, Tokyo, Helsinki, Frankfurt, London, New York. That's exactly the same thing. Hong Kong is the next market that's going to open at 10 o'clock. Sorry, at 9 o'clock, which is 10 to 1 now in the UK. Sam UK. The weekly the weekly range. Okay, so if you see here the range weekly high, the range daily high, and the range weekly low, the range daily low. Okay, it takes last week's high, weekly high and weekly low and prints it on the chart here. Okay, it takes the previous day's range daily high, range daily low. Okay, it shows you these extreme areas. Okay, they're not points where you guaranteed price to go, but if price is near it, it's more than likely going to test it, retrace back. Okay, but I'm doing a video soon which collates all these indicators together so you can understand it, so that every time I do upload a video, you guys are going to know what I'm talking about when I mention the range weekly high and the range weekly low. Oh, my guy's back on, making a trend on Twitter. Diamond Fox, you're going to have to give that guy a little bit of a discipline, man. He's a bit scared of you, I think. Oh, you sold an out. Oh my God. Okay, wait. I thought Hong Kong's 24 hours for Ethereum. What? It's it. I, whether or not, I don't know. I had heard about Hong Kong's 24 hours for Ethereum, but ultimately it's the market itself. Like people around the world, Hong Kong right now, it's 9 o'clock in the morning over there. Okay, so people in Hong Kong are going to see this and they're going to want a piece of the action. All right, that's what I mean. 3 months from now, how many times are we going to see that, man? Look, I know you guys, new guys are stepping in and what have you. All right, but we don't know where Ethereum's going to be in 3 months from now. We just do not know. All right. All we can do is look at what it's doing right now, get our money in good, and then get out when we think, okay, we've either made a profit or, we're going to hold for the longer term. Okay, so you are so much better than people. Yo, Ali Hamu, man, thank you for that, man. Thank you so much. It's weird. It's the content out there that fucking boring. Like, I've been going out my mind thinking, how do I encourage more people into my stream, into my live? Because I want to make it enjoyable for people, but still share the information. Ultimately, we're all in this together to make the quick buck. All right, we're not, be careful, don't sell by accident. Because they even say to you, "Are you sure you want to sell?" If you're selling on a platform like, MT4, man, when you close, you fucking close. There's no time for it to say, "Are you sure?" Because the fucking dealer knows he's gonna get a commission off your close. You know. But yeah, thank you so much for that, man. Thank you so much. Bitcoin currently started to. Bitcoin is. Think Ether holds strong. How many YouTube? With how much? Like I said earlier on, guys, the beautiful thing about cryptocurrency is it's backed effectively by those who hold it. It's holding true to its principle, you know? And when we like the idea of Ethereum, to rise, okay, we will hold our Ethereum and everyone will want to jump on the speculation of that, thus driving price higher. That is as organic as supply and demand as you can fucking get. There's no manipulation there, guys. It's the fundamental principle of supply and demand. I like the idea of Ethereum. I'm going to tell my friends. They're going to tell their friends. They're going to go and fucking buy it. It's going to make it rise. No worries, Sam C. Diamond Fox. Truth. 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 The guy looks it, doesn't he, man? He just looks like a guy, man. So far, I'm seeing profit. I'm seeing my portfolio. And ETH is 5,600 from last night's purchase. Do I take profit when I think it hits at M5? Look, my friend, if it hits at M5, you're laughing your fucking head off. All right. But it will correct. If it sees M5 in this session right now, okay, if in the next 2 hours it sees M5, all right, I would start taking money off the table. But then again, we need to establish what is your goal as this holder of Ethereum. Like I said, if you're aiming to make a quick buck, all right, and you've made some money right now, get your money out, man. All right, because you ain't made shit until you've closed the trade. Right now, there's guys saying, "I've made this, I've made that." Close the fucking trade. Put the money in the bank. Because you'll say it right now and then it will drop right back down and you'll be like, shit, a moment ago I said I made X amount. I look like a mug right now, you know? So take whatever money you can. But guys, if you are actually holding Ethereum for the long term, just sit back and enjoy and appreciate. We are going to fluctuate, you know? Yes, in the short term, Carty, it's going to come down. Look, it's coming down now. It's spiking the high and pulling back, but we are going into Hong Kong. Hong Kong opens in 1 minute's time, guys. All right? 1 minute time. Get ready for Hong Kong. Just sit tight, guys. Just wait for Hong Kong to come in. Danny Red, because you're the 666 subscriber. Subber. Guys, credit to Danny Reckers, man. He's the 666. Although 666, they say it's the number of the beast. It actually isn't. On Morgan Freeman's documentary, it's actually 616. Can you believe that? But hey, that's another concept, another topic. I'm long-term to Ethereum. Okay, that's good. 300 guys in the room. Guys, you know what? Thank you so much. If anyone subscribed, you know, thank you so much for subscribing. Much love to everyone. Helping out all the streamers out there. You know, it's all for good cause, man. Thank you, LD. Okay, Hong Kong gonna make me or break. This is gonna help me tip the pizza. Yeah, but if he can't accept Bitcoin or Ethereum, bro, he's fucked. All right, guys, look, Hong Kong's open now. Look, okay, one or two things has happened. We're at the signal line. We are going to see a retrace, guys, so just hold your guns. We could see a slight pullback, but then they could continue to the upside. It all depends on how Hong Kong responds to this move to the upside. But with these green candles here, guys, I'm expecting a pullback, maybe a test to the signal lines, the 5 EMA, the 13 EMA, because it's so extended from the moving averages. We're going to see a pullback, guys. Our hype might be a bit, you know, in the loom, but this is the nature of the beast, guys. So sit tight, don't sell. Told you, boys. Silly the bunny. All right, well, we'll see what's happening there. If you went short there, man, good luck there, bro. I hope you actually do make something, and I do hope it, but I hope that if you do make a profit, you close it, man. Yeah, of course, you know, we're always going to pull back. If we don't pull back, the market is fucked, you know? But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I mean, if anyone's playing the short game here, technically, it's a good move on the basis of price spiking the high, but you've got to remember, cryptocurrency is based on, you know, how many people are interested in it, all right? So certain technicals might not come into play. If people are like, you know, I'm interested in Ethereum, they're just going to go and buy it, and it's just going to send price higher. Yeah, short move would be a brave, yeah. But you look, guys, there's nothing wrong in taking a short from this. If I was close the profit, do you reckon it will pull back then so I can buy more? Look, guys, we won't know how far it will pull. All I can base it on, okay, on the principle of the moving averages, mean reversion, the theory of mean reversion, okay? It's going to come back and regulate itself. Look, a fast move, remember this, a fast move is a false move, okay? A slow and steady move is the true trend, all right? If you look, slow and steady, rising, slowly rising, okay? The fast move is this, it's the false trend. Technically, would I recommend a short at this time? Look, I've been saying, look, we want to be seeing this area here. We want to see the range weekly high, okay? But we are in line for a pullback. Now, to tell you guys to go short, well, you know, be a bit bullshit with my analysis and my bias towards it. Okay, but I'm not denying the fact that it's going to retrace. I've been saying, you know, this is fear of missing out, guys. This is climatic candles. Okay, it might pull back. It probably pull back ever so slightly and then continue to the upside. You know, we won't know. It's all down to what happens in this area here. This area is critical. Yes, we are at all-time highs. All right, but we're going to see what happens. You know, for all we know, it could actually just spike to the upside, take out the range weekly high, and then come back down. You know, but we're only 4 minutes into the Hong Kong session. Let's see what happens and let's see how it plays out. Short 20k to football. Silly the bunny, man. Silly the bunny. Silly the bunny's got balls right now. Balls. But you know what? He could be right. Okay, but it all depends on how much he's willing to take on profit. You know, how long you, silly the bunny, how long are you planning on holding for? Where are you looking to get out if you're shorting it? I shorted 46. I will try close 14.15. Right, let's draw out the levels for him. 14.15 is Silly Bunny's point. This is where 14.15, Silly Bunny entered short 20k. This is where his point is. Let's encourage Silly Billy's point to profit, guys. All right. We want it to hit this white line here, Silly Billy's point of profit. All right. Let's change the color of it. Okay. Let's change that up to, let's make it baby blue. There you go. Let's see. Rainier, Morera. We've been talking about it reaching the range weekly high, range daily high, this area here. Okay. If you watch the last video, the last live stream this evening about 9 o'clock, we were talking about this area here and where price was looking to go. We were looking at taking the M3, M4 and M5 region. So, you know, once this live finishes, have a look at that video and check it out and you'll understand the move to the upside, hopefully. Crazy, bro. That is shorting now, it's like leaving a train. Price will be 1527 at that point. Price will be 1527 at that point. Do you think it's worth shorting right now? Jamie, like, look, guys, it's silly the bunny, man. You're starting to get people to go short. Like, Silly the bunny, he's obviously got the biggest balls in this room right now, guys. Okay, but you see the blue line across the screen. That's Silly Binny's effectively target profit point. Don't be greedy, silly man. Don't be silly. Yeah, don't be silly. Make sure you close that profit if price retracts back to that area, which it's probably going to do that. If we see price get aggressive in this area here, okay, and a red candle like this appears, I'd say 85% of the time there's going to be a candle preceding it to return back to the upside because it's consistent with some profit taking in this area and they want to keep that area controlled. We've made a new high. That means new money's going to step in, all right, and they're going to want to try and control that money so they can build more positions and make a profit off it on the way up as well. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Is it going to take that area? Man, Silly Billy, you must be buzzing right now, bro. 1428. Silly bunny, man. Don't be silly. Come on. What are you going to do, bro? This is wild, man. 339 of you in here. Much love to you guys. Thank you so much for joining this live, man. Unbelievable. All right, then. All right, it looks like it's stalling a little bit. We might get one more push down. let's just zoom down to 1 minute time frame. Let's see what happens on the let's just keep it at the 15-minute, man. I don't know what's going on in 1 minute, man. Okay, right. You know what? I'm actually going to open the 1 minute time frame purely for the purpose of being able to understand what it's doing in that area. Okay. Take that there. Okay. Change that to the 1 minute. Right. Okay then. Let me just get rid of a couple of things here, guys, just so you guys can see clearly. All right then. So here we got the 1 minute time frame. All right then. 1 minute time frame is right here. All right, so the 1 minute time frame is showing a dump on the down to the 50-day, okay, but it hasn't broken it. All right, but we could see a dump to the 200-day, which is 1400 mark. We don't know, okay, but this is the Asian range here, the Asian range. This green high and down here is the initial Asian range high. Asian range high, Asian range low. Okay. You enjoying your scotch? Guys, I hope we can all enjoy a scotch in a few moments. Okay. See, look at the average daily range of Ethereum is 1721 pips. Its average daily range times 3 is 5,164. So it moves in cycles. The range it moves in is 1721 pips at a time. Let's see what it does here in this region here, guys. It looks like it wants to see support on the 50-day. Right, let's see. Where are we at? Okay. My Indian profit friend said Ether will close at 15.19 today. I'm tempted to sell a little. I don't know, man. I mean, look, if you guys want to sell, by all means, you know, I can't tell you what not to do. I can't tell you what to do. I'm just saying, just pay attention to the bias, you know. They say trend is your friend, yeah, but you know, it's pay attention to the bias, man, because just because we're saying it needs to pull back, well, we won't know when it's going to pull back. It could pull back after one more pump to the upside, you know? Because look, if you notice this candle here, it spiked down, okay, came back up, spiked up, came back down, okay, it's still closed up. And this candle's doing the same thing. Look, pay attention to this bit here. They've seen that area again. Do they want to see that area? I don't know if they're going to let that area pass again before, you know, until it goes back up. They'll let it go back up and then maybe come back down again. It all depends. See what the 1 minute time frame's doing. 1 minute time frame doesn't look like it's doing anything here, man. It's just stuck in this little bit here. School of Ethereum gate, or where would you put a stop loss if you brought in this morning? If you brought this morning, well, this morning, that would mean from earlier on, I mean, this morning at 7 a.m., you put a stop loss, you would have entered here, okay? And your stop loss, well, you're up here. So really a stop loss, you don't need to be worrying about a stop loss because right now you're just sitting on nice profit. Need no school anymore. Definitely wait till it goes. Hey, Mr. Streamer, just look at what Bitcoin did after breaking it. Ali C's got the right idea. Ali C, guys, look what they just said. You know what? Regardless of whatever happens, okay, it's at the end of the day, Ethereum will do whatever it wants. We can all come with our judgments and our opinions and our prophecies, predictions, and all the bullshit that comes with it. At the end of the day, Ethereum will only behave the way the guys who are backing it gonna want it to behave. All right? We can just sit and enjoy the ride. Okay, that new candle's printed, new 15-minute candle has just started. Let's see what happens. 1 minute should push up if there's strength. Silly Billy, man. What are you saying? Silly bunny, not silly Billy. Fuck you now. Remember, tip the pizza. Should I sell now and take profits, then buy at a lower price? Look, if you're in a profit right now, just sit tight, okay? Wherever your entry was, all right, just work out what your exposure is going to be if it was going to come past that point, and then say, let's say if you're risking 2-3%, I don't know what your risk factor is. See, the guys that say in this chat, should I sell or should I buy? Tell me what your risk is like. What are you like with risk? If you got big balls, do what Silly the Bunny's doing, and he's going short at this high. He's putting his risk. He knows his target area, which is the 1415 area, which is lined in blue on the chart. That's his exit for his short. Okay. He knows where he's going to exit. All right. But, he knows his risk, what he's happy to risk. So before you can work out what you're going to do, ask yourself, how much money are you willing to put on the line? How much money are you willing to risk? Can we see a large dip curious so I can buy low again? Is bullish trend hold? Mateo Olivia, I thought you were a bot. You're actually not. If you skimp, sell. Where's Gary? Put the truth out there. Wingman. I took Bitcoin in 2 days to break it. I'm risking my lunch. I just started groups up at 1 ETH at 860. What we recommend I do. Ryan Goff, sit tight, mate. Sit tight. Don't do anything. I'll tell you that. Yes, you're right. This way we can increase our balls. All right, guys, a 1 minute time frame. Just pay attention to it. We've got a red candle there, a red dump. Okay. Usually whenever we see a red candle that tries to close below the 50-day on the 1 minute time frame, guys. Okay. In other words, what I say it's going to do in this moment in time, it might just pull away from it 5-6 pips. Okay. But then it could retrace back down and test the 200-day. All right. Just remember, each time frame, the moves that it makes is going to be relative to the time frame that it's within. All right. Should I sell or hold now, buy tomorrow? Let's see what it does in this area here, guys. Let's pay attention to see what it does. I'm just going to move away. Here we go. Looks like it wants to retest. I'm going to expand the chart on Ethereum. I'm going to come away from the 1 minute time frame. We're going to zoom in a little bit, guys, just to make it clearer for you. Okay, then. That's nice. All right, then. Guys, 4:17 here, but I can't sleep. I've got to wake up in 3 hours. I won't even go to sleep, Alabaz. What's the point? You're going to be too hyped from this. This breakout. This is a breakout. You're crazy for shorting it. 1600 Monday. Megan Hart is amazing. Everyone. Silly the bunny, man. You're starting, people are just, they're not happy with you, bro. You're going against it all. Bro, it's clearly bullish trend. Hold it, will reach 2K. I mean, look, it's not going to go and reach these wild areas. Yo, what's up from India? What's happening? Yo, tell us where you're all from, guys. Where we got? Who we got in the UK, States, around the world? What we got? Toby, you may have missed the pump, my friend, but we could be in line for another pump. We don't know. Because right now we're all talking about shorting, and the idea of going short looks kind of good right now, technically, but in the next few moments, it could just zoom back up. The range weekly high is in sight, guys. Okay? So we just got to be careful. Honda Piston London, not a bot jokes. Belgium, Netherlands, Australia, what's going on? Ireland, Greece, John, Yassel, I'm from Cyprus. Canada, Seattle, Michigan, Poland, what's going on? Liverpool, what's going on? Brazil, what's happening? Turkey, what's up? Cali, James, Cali, man. Czech gang, what's happening? Birmingham, Wingman, what's going on? Toronto, we've got Drake in the building. Florida, Netherlands, what's happening? And another Birmingham, Ipswich. Yemen, what's happening, Yemen? Scotland, Rio. Will it retrace the car? Sean, man, you killed the flow. We got Russia, London, Lithuania. Yes, it will probably might retrace to 1400. Who knows? Right now we're sitting waiting for the momentum. Where is it at? Hong Kong has just opened now. Okay, so we want to see, is it going to contain this area? Let's see. Turkey, Liverpool, Croatia, Silly Billy Leckerman, Yemen, Chechnya, New York. What's happening in New York? Chicago, Connecticut, Romania, Boston. Love from everywhere, man. Vancouver, Peru, Alaska. My God, do they have internet out there? Switzerland, Spain, Croatia. Got loads of Europeans here. How's COVID out there? We're doing a good job of spreading it, man. In UK's doing a good job of spreading it. It's really bad. Short gang, silly bunny, silly the bunny. Look, man, we're short in here. Rhode Island, what's up? Frankfurt. Okay, Silicon Valley, what's up? How much crypto do you think Boris Johnson has? Nah, you know what? That's a good question. But right now, let's just come away from that. Afghanistan, what's up? Okay, pay attention to what's happening here, guys. You got 3 pins to the low. Okay, they probably know there's guys shorting. All right, got to be careful. There's 3 pins to the low right there. All right, very important price action behavior right there, man. That is consistent with trying to suck in the shorts. Let's see. Hope Boris gets liquidated. Oh, Boris ain't even gonna start. I'm under a bridge on my phone on the M25 motorway. Oh, what a ball ache the M25 is, man. Dude, I did say that. I did say Chechnya. Fucking hell. Chechnya. Oh my God. Guadalajara, Mexico. Not only the pins, it's the head and shoulders at 1 minute time frame. I mean, the 1 minute time frame, yeah, it's. Here we go. Hold on. You silly Billy. Silly the bunny. You going to take a profit, bro? Are you going to take a profit? Guys, we said we could see a retrace to the 50-day. We need to see. This is the 13 EMA, and we've got the 25 EMA. Silly the bunny, what you going to do, bro? Silly the bunny, there's your point there, dude. You better take that. You better take that, man. Look how close it is, man. Look how close it is. Fuck. Come on. I want Silly the bunny to make a stack. Come on. You think ETH is dumping pump in the next few days? Look, look, it's come right down to the 14-15 mark and not touched it. Silly the bunny, your balls must be screaming right now. Look how, this is consistent with the fucking a market maker move, man, where it goes down to your target profit and then bounces away from it. You've got to be careful here. Should I buy from Manchester? From Manchester, should I buy? Still buy, guys. Khalid, you look. Only buy if you're planning on holding for a longer term. If you're looking to make a quick profit, don't buy now. Here we go. You'll make peace. There you go. Yeah, Wastecash has got the right idea. Buy and hold for a month, then sell. There you go. Fuck man. I think the bunny's gonna get fucked. Oh shit. Serious, you my man is leaving. If you invested 100 and point through in October, it turns to be amazing, really. MLM network zone. What's going on? Okay, cool. Thanks for that. Should I sell for $40 profit? Look, if you're in for it and earning $40 off it, enjoy it. Take your profit, my friend. Look, guys, it could still hit that area. Silly the bunny could actually achieve the profit. We don't know. Let's just see what happens. Because you've got to look at the candlesticks, right? Look at these two candlesticks here, okay? They're rejecting from the lows. That means they're absorbing the liquidity of the shorts because they know guys are going to go short here. So they're using that liquidity so they can get more longs at a lower price. So, you know, if you've got cash flow where you want to take these risks, then, you know, you're only going to learn by paying to play. That's as simple as that. You know? It's paying to play, guys. You only get feedback from applying an action, okay? But if you're going to sit here and be like, oh, should I go short? Look, Silly the bunny, okay? He hasn't hesitated. He's took the trade. He will get feedback. If it doesn't hit the 14-15 mark, okay, he will sit back and say, fuck me. I was just literally one pip away from my profit that I initially wanted to take. But he will learn. He will learn from that point. He will know that next time he ain't going to fuck around, you know? How much EV do you have then? Okay. You could use a test account on Bybit or something. Ethereum. Learn the reps. There you go. Silly bunny. You know what I'm saying, man? Look, man. If you entered at, you said you entered at, you went short at 14.55. Look, man, you're still good in the money. I'd take it out right now. Come on, end with a profit, bro, man. No fucking hero trades. End with a profit. And let's give Silly the bunny some credit here. He said 14.15, and the market thought, "Fuck you. I'm gonna send it right to the point, but not 14.15." In my books, man, that was a good call. You know, that's a very good call. What's the point? Long profit is always smart. Hold and buy. There you go. Now the investors, the hodlers are coming in. Okay, where we at, guys? Once again, guys, thank you for maintaining the live. You've been in here. It's awesome. Thank you so much. Should I sell Ether? I got it at 1459. £183 profit in 2 hours. I stay. There you go. Look, guys, if you're making a bit of profit, okay, take the fucking profit. All right? Take it, because then you are a trader. You are trading the price action. But if you're just looking to buy Ethereum to hold, just hold out, you know? Sit tight and just enjoy the swings. It's going to come back, it's going to go up, it's going to come back, it's going to go up, you know? If anyone has entered Ethereum from back earlier on today, okay, when price was down here, it doesn't matter what it does up here, man. You know, you're sitting good. Silly the bunny. Oh my God, bro. Look, if price closes below the 13, okay, then we will be seeing the 50. All right? Because it's such a sharp move. Remember, false move, fast move, false move, you know? If it doesn't go down in this candle, there is 1 minute left, all right, till this next candle prints. It gets a bit busy towards the end of the candle, all right? We now could be going into 9:30. We've got the Hong Kong futures market opening as well, okay? The Hong Kong stock market is opening. So we could see an influx coming in there as well. Hold, most trade like 5% of the full amount. Yeah, so having to buy more at low price. Hey, listen, traders reality, you don't know nothing about trading. Okay, that's fine, Matteo. Happy. I'm happy with that. I'm happy. I know nothing about trading. That's fine. No, it's not. If it's not about if Hong Kong opens, it goes up. It's just another liquidity pool that comes in. Look, Matteo, your optimism is fantastic, my friend. You know, you should be an ambassador for Ethereum. You know, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. Everyone's entitled to their trade, which is why, you know, the market will be always there based on fear and greed. You know, Silly Billy entered short at the high. He took a trade, you know. If I say that you should, you know, hold or you should sell, does that mean I know nothing about trading? None of us know anything about fucking trading. Because if we did, we'd all be killing it, you know? The sheer speculation of trading itself is what makes it interesting because not everyone's going to be right, you know? And that's where money is made on the people that think it's going one way or the other, you know? You're screaming and shouting, go hold, long, 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 long. Well, yeah, you know, it is going up, but we also need to see a profit, so it's going to come back down. But the overall trend is long. I agree with you, you know? You're looking at the 1 minute time frame. Well, let's look at the 1 minute time frame for a second. Yeah, it's broken the 50-day. It's adding more positions on the 50-day, okay, below the 50-day, and it looks like it wants to correct it. You can see a small W here, a very small W. Pull there, drop. Let's see what happens. What, Mateo is a bot? I don't even understand this concept of fucking bot. Like, are you saying to me that I'm having beef with a fucking bot? You know, that's just fucking insulting. Silly the Billy, silly the bunny. Look, I'm just going to call you Billy, right? But tell me you're out of that trade, or at least you've got something, you know. I mean, a fundamental rule that I stick to as well is if I've entered a position and I haven't seen a profit within 2 hours, I'm out. I will scratch the trade. I'll get rid of it. All right. Because, you know, when you're making an entry, all right, this is from a trading perspective, not a buy and hold strategy. Okay. But if you're placing a trade, all right, on a swing, or you're looking for a key point to be taken out, if you haven't seen a profit within 2 hours, you're wrong. All right. Get out and reevaluate. Okay. Cody Ray, thank you so much for the subscription, man. If anyone, I haven't looked at my subscription count, but for anyone that has subscribed, I am truly grateful for it. You know, I enjoy trading. I love talking about it. I just want to get my experience and put it out there. There's no bullshit course happening either. There's no charging coming involved in this. There's no, you know, ulterior motive behind it. I'm just sharing this with the community, man, because trading is a fucking lonely business, man. All you do is just look at these fucking charts. You start talking to them, they don't say shit back to you, you know? So, you know, much love to all of you, man. Honda, thank you, my man. Is it weird that I only invest and trade with Ether? I wouldn't even think about Bitcoin. Yeah, look, Bitcoin is so... Look, Bitcoin is purely on the fund. Bitcoin is flawed, all right? Some will say it's flawed because there are so many cryptocurrencies out there that are solving a problem that Bitcoin doesn't, okay? But when you're trading Ethereum, Ethereum is like, it's the mother link, it's the basis, it's the foundation of the whole blockchain network. It exists and everything else exists because of it, all right? So why wouldn't you want to invest in that? We know the owner of Ethereum. We don't know who Satoshi is. You know, we don't know who created Bitcoin. We know it's some guy called Satoshi. Can't even say his name properly, right? But there's speculation that, you know, that's not even his real name. Like, what the fuck is that? You know? Francesco, mate. Fucking hell, I'm getting it so wrong. One guy put he was from the Czech Republic, and I said Chechnya. Fucking hell. Tom Wash, positive attitude. Bro, I've just got a passion for this shit here, man. You know, I do love trading. Sometimes I don't love it. It can be a bastard sometimes. You know? This bitch we call trading, okay? She's a nice master, but also she can be a horrible master as well. You know? And it's about understanding her. You know, when she does something, respect it. When she gives you something, take it. So all the guys that are saying I've made £183 profit, take the fucking profit. All right? Because for all we know, it could actually drop down to the 50-day and your £183 is zero and it's probably minus. And you'll be scratching your head. You know? The owner of Ether looks like a pigeon. The guy, look, man, who said it earlier on? Diamond Fox said it earlier on, man. He hit the nail on the head with the owner of Ethereum, man. But the guy looks like you just don't want to fuck with him, bro. Like, you know, this guy created Ethereum and look at it. You know, what a brilliant mind. The owner of Ether looks like a pigeon. My God. All right, and what we doing? Okay, so now Ethereum has rejected that point. Silly the bunny, man. What you saying? Are you still in there? Where's he at? Yeah, look. Yeah, 14.15. That's what we're saying. Look, man, it's rejected. It's spiked up and it's pulled back down. Look, let's see. Let's see what it does on this candle. You know, this candle's got 8 more minutes before it starts again. Seen this sort of pattern before, man. What we could see right now, guys, is this. Okay? We could see this following formation happening. 2 seconds. Right. We might see this behavior. We could see M. We could see this pattern. Okay? So we could see price return back up to here, but not take out the high. All right? Come back. May even test it again. Okay? But not take out the high. Come back down, test the 50-day. Retrace. The test of the 50-day will determine whether or not we will see this level here, if we do. Okay? But we're looking for that sort of behavior. Okay? And it helps when you're drawing up your charts, guys. It helps to project. Okay? It's not predicting, it's projecting. You're making an assumption because we'll never know where it's going to go. We can all sit here and be like, yeah, it's going to go to the moon and fucking all of that bullshit. But ultimately, we can only base our decision and our entries on what it's doing right now based on the knowledge that we know of trading. Okay? So you have to have a little bit of a background and, you know, don't buy on a whim. You know, just, you know, have some understanding. Silly the bunny, man. Are you going to take a profit? Yeah, I've got IG, man, but I don't really move on Instagram much. You know, I think Instagram is if I had like a clothing line, which I have done before, I've done a couple of t-shirts, but you know, I'm not really fussed about it. I created a few t-shirts just so that I could buy the t-shirts myself. You know, 'cause I just don't like wearing branded clothing. You know, I like to wear my own shit. You know, but Instagram, it's like it's a hard place to attack. You know, it's like posh social media. You know, because if you ain't showing your ass or a fucking Lamborghini, you know, you ain't shit. I ain't got time for that sort of bullshit, man. For me, it's just, you know, charts all day, man. That's what it is for me. But yeah, you can reach out to me on IG or my email address, or I've got Discord as well. Okay, so you can join the Discord. I think I've pinned it to the top of this chat, if I'm correct. I'll have a look. Okay. Would I ever do signals, guys? Look, a signal for me, right? I'm the kind of guy that will say, look, I'll show you why I'm saying you should buy here. Okay? That's my logic. You know, they say that there's the saying, you know, take a man with you fishing, go out and fish, and he eats for the day. Teach him how to fish, he will eat for a lifetime. You know? I've done signals before. I used to take signals from guys and I'd be like, and I would contact them and say, yo, why did you enter? Why are you telling me to enter there? I don't give a fuck about the signal. Tell me why you've entered there. You know, because if you're selling signals, that means you're onto something, that you understand something. And if you're able to give me a signal and tell me price is going to go up in one direction, I want that information. Fuck the signal. I want to know why you think it's going to go up. Tell me that, you know? And a lot of them never got back to me. None of them said to me, you know, oh, you know, just, you know, buy this book. They gave me this retail bullshit. You know, go on Amazon and buy this book on how to day trade. Fuck off. You know, you just try and fob me off, which then gave me the understanding that I needed to go out and find out. I need to sit in front of screens and look at charts and make sure that what I was looking at wasn't the wrong thing. Because, you know, there's such a thing as, you know, perfecting the wrong thing. You know, there was a time in my trading where I got fucking good at losing, man. You know, I got wrong at losing. You know, I got good at losing, sorry. Yeah, that's pretty much it there, man. That's pretty much the story. Who's asking, what is your personal plan for Ethereum investing, long term, short? Look, principally, I'm a trader on the foreign exchange market, so I will try and catch the cycles, weekly cycles. So, you know, Mondays, never take any trades on a Monday because Monday is the false move week beginning. All right. The market makers set the range at the start of the week. All right. And that's on a Monday. Remember earlier I said market makers know that guys are going to be optimistic about the market. Some things have happened over the weekend which they can't enforce into price until Sunday night, straight Monday morning. All right. They know there's optimism every single fucking Monday. There's optimism in the markets. All right. Guys are excited to trade. All right. So market makers will set up price so that guys get their money in good, and then the market makers will send price the opposite direction for the rest of the week. Have a look at charts, guys, and you'll see it for yourself. Take the high of Asia on Monday morning at 8 p.m. Take the high of Asia, take the low of Asia, of the Asian session, draw the lines across your whole screen, and watch how price behaves from Monday morning all the way through till 10 o'clock at night. All right? Watch that range, take a screenshot of it, and then let price play out for the rest of the week. And then you'll see when on Monday they move price up, and then you'll see for the rest of the week they'll go down. Or they could do it the opposite way. They could move price down and then they go up for the rest of the week. That's how it works. WTLB indicator. What's that? WTLB indicator. Cody Ray, I don't know what that is. Do you know what? The UK, they don't allow Robinhood accounts to be open. It just pissed me off. I really wanted to open an account with Robinhood, but they don't have them for the UK. Shout out to Robinhood, man. Yeah. Robinhood, man, changing lives, man. Take from the rich, give to the poor. That's how it is. But don't use TradingView, Cody. Um, The only reason why I don't use TradingView is because I've been so used to MT4. Now, TradingView, it looks like a lovely platform. You know, it's a nice platform to use, but I've been so accustomed to MT4. I don't know. I might actually try out TradingView because people, you know, there's loads of TikTok traders that talk about TradingView. They say all you got to do is just draw a trend line from this point to this point, and when it breaks it, you enter. How fucking easy is trading, man? You know, how easy is it? I enjoy lasagna. Thanks for the information. Made a profit out of my lockdown unemployment insurance. Boom. Smart. Yeah, Waste Cash. Good shout, Swissborg. Swissborg is a good app. Steel Stab. Thinking of moving some of my Bitcoin portfolio to Ethereum. Should I? The sheer fact that you're thinking of moving your Bitcoin portfolio to Ethereum, what you need to say, well, look, what's the reason for that? Is it because people in this chat are all for Ethereum? Because if we were talking about Bitcoin, would you be doing the same thing? Would you be thinking the same thing? All right. You know, make your judgment on how well your portfolio is. You know, if you plan to move some Bitcoin into Ethereum, I'd say get some Ethereum on the cheap right now because you don't want to be in the same position in the next couple of weeks or in a month or so. If Ethereum hits, for example, 3,000, okay, you know that you're going to be like, oh shit, I should have done that sooner. Don't put yourself in that position. You know, ultimately, you're just moving risk from one place to another. It's still in the same portfolio. You know, momentum appears to be at Ethereum right now. You know, is it Ethereum's turn to make a move? We don't know. Well, from what we can see, you know, Silly the Bunny looks like he wants to hit that area and it's rejected it again, my friend. New candlesticks printed on the 15-minute. What's going on, bro? I'd take a profit off something at least. He's trading you, so that's exactly what that indicator does. Well, hold on, Cody. Where you at? Trading 212. I'll share my screen to allow to show you. Let's see. Is that question for me, Cody? Oh, there's two Codys here. We've got a Cody Ray and a normal Cody. Silly the Bunny. Yo, Silly the Bunny, I didn't see your message. What did it say? Oh, I took it on 424. Ah, you took it out on 1424. Good man. You know what, bro? You saw a profit, bro. You know, you saw a profit. Guys, shout out to Silly the Bunny, man. The guy shorted from 1455. He took his short from here and he rode it all the way down to 1424 right there, guys. I'd say we should all give him a round of applause because Silly the Bunny's probably got the biggest balls in this fucking live to go short on the hype of hype. You know, fair play to you, my friend. TP potential. He took his money. Yeah, it looks like, here we go. Oh, we got a sniff. We got a sniff. We're going to test the M4. Let's see. See, it's consistent, right? You've got here. If this move plays, because they've moved away from the range up here quick, okay, that's consistent with some profit taking and adding a few more positions, okay? So we could see if price closes above the 5 EMA, okay, then we could see a further push and retest this area here. Let's see. Just took £100 on my 250 at 200 a share. I made $40 tonight. Total on the nuke. Well done. Total on the nuke. No one went broke taking a profit. You know, and that's an old Wall Street saying. George Soros, Paul Tudor Jones, all the fucking heavyweights. They're the guys that say that. No one ever went broke taking a profit. Yeah, no more stress, my friend. Silly the bunny. I'll join you in the cigar moment. Yeah, Turtle on the nuke, man. You could have been sitting there saying that you lost, or would you tell us that you lost? That's the thing. You know. Here we go, guys. We're looking for another pump to the upside. So, Hong Kong session, why it's relevant. The start of the session. They spiked price to the upside. All right. They knew people were going to be looking at this, trying to get in, and also they knew that people were thinking it's going to retrace, so they quickly took some profits off that liquidity. You know, they took a few guys that went short. All right. Now, from my understanding, if the guys that are short in these areas here, they might be actually looking to take the stops from these guys here. Okay. Because remember, when you're trading Ethereum, it's effectively an expensive thing to purchase. You know, one Ethereum now costs $1,400. You know, we're not dealing with penny stocks here, guys. All right, Steel Stout. If you're going to enter Ethereum, okay, I wouldn't speculate. I would just get into Ethereum right now. If you've got 30%, you want to put a little bit more, put in more. You know, all right, just get in. All right, don't over speculate too much, because you can just get in that, you know, information paralysis kind of thing where you know what you're going to do, and then before you know it, you've missed the fucking move, and then you'll instinctively just place a trade while it's making a new high, and then it's gonna damage your portfolio as such. You know, if you're buying up here, you know, they'd say buy the dip. Okay, buy the dip, but it's only for a short period of time that dip survives, kind of thing. If you've got a portfolio, you plan on holding this for a longer term. Okay, so you know, diversify. You know, there's nothing wrong in taking a buy now. Is it worth investing your profits back into Ether when the prices drop? What's your plan, son? You know, the only way you're going to know if that's the right thing to do is if you do it. Okay, and when you do it, only risk a certain amount of money if it's not going in your way. Okay, no point in trying to look for the right moment. It will never happen, guys. Sealy the bunny, classical example. You know, saw it was making a high. The guy went short, took some money off the table. Done. You know, no worries, Steel Stout. Anytime. No, it's not the casino, but we can be the casino. You know, your first 3 months of trading, you lost over 3K. Fucking hell, I wish I was you, Silly the bunny. I wish I was you, bro. All right, guys, look, we could be forming, okay, if you guys are familiar with it, a morning star pattern here. You know, you familiar with the morning star pattern? Bearish, doji, bullish. You know that pattern there? How many traders are seeing this right now? You know, this is where the suck comes in. 33,000 Bitcoin. This is the breaking point. If Bitcoin can breach this, Ethereum will skyrocket. Let's go. Chris, positivity in the nation. M4 is going to be hit. Okay. If this move has got any precedence behind it, we could see the range weekly high get taken, guys. Mr. Bud, do we think Ethereum will drop? Well, it has been dropping for the past 45 minutes, no, hour, should I say. Okay. It's dropped for the last hour. So it can drop, but we're looking at the momentum right now. We're looking at what price is doing, okay? And right now it looks like it's pointing to the upside. Okay, so if you're considering buying, oh God, if you're a whole investor, yeah, now's a time to buy. It's a good time to buy. But if you're looking to trade to make a quick profit, I would ideally wait for this candle to be confirmed by another push to the upside before it breaks this candle here. Okay, but we could be forming an M pattern, guys. You know, there's so many things that can happen with this move right now. We've got a push to the upside. Could wait for it to form an M. Okay, alternatively we could get a really strong W formation back to the upside. You know, so when it comes down here, it goes back up, comes back down, the moving averages would have come to about this point here, and then it will test it here and then pull to the upside. So all we can do is watch. Plan basically making a profit within the next few months for a car, but still want to hold on to it if you get me. I'll tell you what, Sam, right? If you just focus on trading correctly, all right, and prioritize not making money but trading correctly, the money's gonna come, bro. You know, that's the transition for me. That's what changed for me. When I stopped trying to make money to buy a Ferrari every single fucking day, that's when it changed for me. You know, I was like, I need to be, I was putting pressure on myself to make money. Well, I started putting pressure on myself to trade well, and that changed for me. No only triggers from another knife, I'm gonna another touch. I've done way better with Ethereum. I just held, I lost out a lot of profits when it was huge jumps to $340 range. My God, the three. I've got an image of my friend who was, I was helping my friend set up a ledger wallet, and I was saying to him, you need to buy some Ethereum. The guy brought 48 Ethereum at $138. Wow. He's sitting nicely right now. MW patterns. All right, guys, I'll explain it now. Okay, here we go. M and W patterns, okay, are their peaks and their formations of the market maker's way of luring in traders, okay, into believing one thing is happening when really something else is being set up. Okay, no different to an ascending and descending triangle. Yeah, no different to any of those principles, but it's the market maker's method of getting price and absorbing liquidity at certain areas and inducing liquidity. Okay, so if we look at, I mean, I really want to pay attention to Ethereum right now, but if we look at this peak formation down here, here's a W. Okay, you know when you're on for a W, okay, and an M when the first leg is printed. Now this is the first leg. This move to the downside is the first leg. All right. Now before we go on, this is a typical cycle. Okay. You've got a W, rise, pullback, level 1, level 2, rise, level 3, rise, peak formation, M. Down, rise, level 1, down, rise, level 2, down, peak formation, W. This is the pattern that happens every single day, and it happens on every single time frame. Okay? Now, the way you identify these patterns is simple. Right? I say it's simple, but you know, I've looked at charts for the best part of 10 years. Okay? So I'm in a position to say it is simple because I've trained my eyes to see these patterns. Okay, but the first leg always starts with an aggressive move to the downside. Look, aggression, 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 creating the illusion that the market is going down. Okay, Then once it starts to pin, the pins, candlestick patterns that I look for are the pins, because the pins are where the market makers are trapping traders. Okay, so what you're looking for is, wait there, right, what you're looking for is aggressive moves to the downside, okay, or the upside for an M. Okay, so you've got vector candle, vector candle, vector candle. Okay, once that pattern starts, you know you're on the first leg. Okay, then when price snaps back from it, okay, you know you're working the second leg. Okay, now the second leg could end up here, it could end up here. You can have a really small W, you can even have a W down here or up here. Do you understand? So, but if you go through the videos, because I want to pay attention more to the chart of Ethereum, okay, if you go and look at the last few videos I've uploaded, I talk about the W pattern and the M pattern all the time. And I just go through the videos and you'll see it. And breaking down the pairs, you'll see me describing the W's and the M's in detail. So you'll understand it much more. Me just quickly just summarizing it here. I don't feel I'm doing it justice so you can understand it. But W patterns are just effectively areas where the market makers start the manipulation process, take out the stops, continue the belief that it's still going down on the W, and then change at the direction and shift the zone. Okay, that's the best way to explain it. All right. Okay, let's get back to Ethereum. What's Ethereum been doing since we've been not paying attention to it? Here we go. All right then. Right, so we're slowly trickling up to the upwards. Okay. I hope that helped, guys. Just have a look at those videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. The Schmo, yeah, what's up? The last two candles are looking good. I mean, if we look at the RSI, TDI down here, guys, okay, we're outside the volatility band. The RS line is crossed, it's approaching the market baseline, which this line is based on the hour time frame, the RSI on the hour time frame. So we could see a support bounce from there, which looks consistent up here. So we'll see what happens. We don't know what's going to happen, guys. Simple as that, Dan. You know, we'll never know exactly what happens, but history repeats itself. Why? Because people, okay, do the same thing over and over again. That's how they exploit the traders, guys. You know, there's only so many things that a market maker can do, you know, to induce traders, to lure them into entries, you know, and absorb the liquidity. We will never know what the market does. I'm not sitting here saying that I know what's going to happen. You know, what I'm saying to you is, based on what we're looking at right now, there's no reason why we can't see a certain level, you know? But I agree with you. Formation means we don't know what's going to happen. The formation can print off, okay? If you look here, right? Exactly the same formation happened here, all right? W, right? Yes, it went up, but based on a formation, we're assuming that it's going to continue to go up, and it didn't. You know, we were wrong. But we could, if you're trading a formation, your entry is going to be in these next, what, 1 to 4 candles, one of these candles here. So you could have at least taken a good profit up here, you know? W formation right there. This time it went in our favor. So we pay to play, bro. That's the understanding. Formation is there for us to pay to play. You know, we put our money in, we get our money in good. We, you know, play our cards, done. Get our chips in well. Happy days. See the bunny, yeah, I do hope Bitcoin, you know, Ethereum is the next Bitcoin. That'll be interesting. Ethereum will spike based on Bitcoin starting to roll right now. Need to breach 33K, so close. Okay. Oh, now we've got a bit of a spike back. Look like little railroad tracks right there. See, what could happen, guys, from now is we could just hold in this range. Price could just stay in a really tight range. Oh yeah, just look, there are guys that professionally absolutely kill off the casinos. You know, they can professionally play blackjack, professional roulette players. There are guys out there that do that. Professional pundit, it's, betting on football, match betting, backing and laying. That's gambling is when you're reckless, you know. Gambling is when you're reckless. Gambling's a mindset. If you're just fucking stupid with money, then you're gambling. You know, don't have to be in the bookies to be a gambler. You can you can behave like one and blow your money on bullshit. You know. Nah, no, I don't set up a hedge. No, play a lot of poker, preferred spices. No. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, this RSI is pretty decent. Works on the volatility. You can see at the bottom. I mean, it's laggard, but it's just adding to the confluence, guys. Your job as a trader is to try and find as many confluence factors in price. Like I said, we won't know it fully what's going to happen, but we try and increase the odds in our favor. Yes, there is a stream delay. Want to thank everyone that's still in the room right now, man. We hit 339 people in here. That is wild. So thank you so much, you guys sticking around. We're doing exactly the same tomorrow during the day and in the evening. We do it every day. I've been doing it every single day this week. Just so we're plotting the moves of Ethereum, just tracking it and keeping an eye on it. Yo, silly. I'm game. I'm game for it, man. Tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, 10 o'clock. Alright, we'll do it. We'll get back on. We'll do an evening stream, 10 o'clock tomorrow night, guys. Do the stream tomorrow in the day as well, because I always stream Ethereum in the day. Alright. And then at 10 o'clock at night, we'll do courtesy of Silly the Bunny. Alright, we'll do it. Red Bloodstorm, I'm scared. Should I take $100 profit and go to sleep or not? Yeah, I'm vaping, man. Got to vape. Should you take $100 profit? Look, you're scared, okay? So take the money and go to bed. Okay? Take the money and sleep well. Because if you're gonna go to sleep with the worry of losing $100, it's not worth it, man. Don't ruin your opportunity to sleep all for $100. Close your position. There will always be another opportunity tomorrow. You're in Amsterdam, bro. Oh my days. Austin Zest Show, thank you. The most chance. The Austin Zest Show, thank you so much for passing by, man. Thank you so much. Okay, we need to start paying attention now. We're going to be testing the 13 EMA right now. Let's see what price does in this area. Looks like it's going to snap back from it. It's getting aggressive in this point now. Silly the bin, if you held your position, you would have been seeing a nice profit there. Yeah, guys, we could see now, we could actually retest the previous day's high, which is down here. We've got the weighted moving average here. We've got the 13 EMA moving average. When the 5 and the 13 cross, that's effectively a signal, okay, to go short. But remember, guys, we're dealing with Ethereum here. It's not like a currency pair. Good night, Red Blood, Real Blood. I've got truffles in Amsterdam. They are wise. Daniel, when do you live stream, bro? All right, so the live stream, I don't know if you heard it. The live stream, like tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, you know, I'll live stream from that point, 8:30 in the morning, I'll live stream Ethereum. And then depending on how well the stream goes, I normally do a no audio stream from 8:30 in the morning. All right, and I just put notes on the screen, and then like tonight, you know, we started at 10 o'clock, so we'll do exactly this, well, 10:30, and we'll do exactly the same tomorrow night. Okay, so we're doing that every single day, and we're going to be doing updates on the Forex pairs as well. You know, because there are guys out there that want to understand certain key levels on the Forex pairs. We just keep an eye on the pairs. We talk about before and after images, trades, and what have you. So yeah, typical stuff really. Azam Chaudhry, thank you so much, man. Yeah, 8 a.m. Let's make it 8:30. You know what? Let's make it easy. 9 a.m. is when I'll start the stream tomorrow morning, and we'll just look at what Ethereum has done in the evening. You know, we'll take a look at what it's done. We'll start drawing up the key levels, and we'll talk about its behavior. You know, but you've got to understand, guys. You know, when we're talking about how price behaves, look, anyone out there that says, yeah, Ethereum's going to hit this, the price is going to do this, it's going to do this, you know what? Encourage the enthusiasm, you know, support them in their enthusiasm, all right? But we will never know what it's going to do, guys. Why? Because not everyone has the same conceptual value of Ethereum, you know? Only an hour or so ago, we were all talking about Ethereum going to the fucking moon, and Silly the Bunny went short. Do you understand? You know, it's all about everyone's opinion at that point in time, and that's all we have to base it on. You know, we can talk about moving averages and pin bars and fucking candlesticks, endpoints, W formations, whatever, but these things will only play out if at that point in time everyone shares the same value of Ethereum, dollar yen, cable, Kiwi yen, all at that point in time. You know, it's the only way you're gonna know if you're right or you're wrong, if everyone shares the same value at that point in time. Chainlink's a good one. But you know what? All these other cryptos, you know, as long as Ethereum's doing good, everyone else will follow. Yeah, Link. Link is a massive winner, man. I believe that. I used to be a gamble addict before you started trading. Right, because while you're still the graph, money. It depends on Dan. It depends on your concept of, you know, value. You know, a trader doesn't have value. You know, a trader doesn't give a fuck about value. If he gets in at 14.50 and gets out at 14.60, he's earned his 10 points as such. If he gets in at 14.50 and gets out at 14.20, okay, he's made his short, he's made his point. He doesn't give a shit. Ultimately, value to him doesn't matter, right? Value to an investor does, but to a trader it doesn't. Yeah, of course. Yeah, small. You, you always have to be ready to humble yourself, man. Like I said to you, I got good at losing before. I got really fucking good at losing. I never used to pay myself. I'd see a position, I'd be like, yeah, man, it's going up, it's going up, it's going up. And then before you know it, a profitable position turned into a loss. And you know, when you start doing that all the time, you start saying to yourself, shit, what is going on? You know, you're making the right calls, okay? You're getting in good, earning money, but you're watching it go into red. What? Does that work? How does that sit right with you? The amount of times I've nearly quit trading is unbelievable. You know, unbelievable amount of times. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait another few more moments. We'll probably call an end to the stream because we're effectively now going to do one of two things. We're either going to stay zoning to the right, okay, maybe take a couple of hits to the high, okay, but we could see a test to the 50-day or retest yesterday's high. Who knows, okay, but we'll see how it goes. Yo, James, no worries. Thank you everyone for coming into the stream. Your comments, everything, your questions. Much love to that, guys, and I hope I've managed to put some insight to anyone. We'll do more of the streams in the coming few days as well. I'll be streaming every single day, so just make sure you're part of that. All right, hope to see you all there. I am gonna call it an end to the stream as well, guys. Okay, but it's been a pleasure, man. I've had some fun tonight, guys. I've enjoyed it thoroughly. Silly, bro, make sure you're back in the stream tomorrow, man. Tomorrow night, you know, make sure you're back in the stream, man. All right. And anyone else, getting involved with the chat. Dan, thank you so much for your questions, your comments, putting shit into perspective. That's what it's all about. Because, there are people that won't ask the questions, bro. And it's good that you do ask the questions, And anyone else that's been commenting, thank you so much. Thank you for joining the live. And I hope, we could do it again, which we will do. We're doing it tomorrow. And I hope to see you all there. Okay? Much love to you guys. Enough respect to you. All right? Stay safe, everyone. Trade well. All right? And don't buy into highs. And don't short. Don't follow Silly's advice. All right, boys. Take it easy, guys. Much love.